Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Courtroom Files Live. Decent amount of stuff going on today so far, but we'll start our day with Judge McNally.
Balanced by October 25th, which would be another 90, okay? If you need more time, come talk to me again, all right?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Good luck to you. Thank you. You too. Difala Muhaf Al Jahab. P5T645379. Come out to the podium, A and B. Your name? Where were you yesterday?
To be honest with you, I got the memo that it was supposed to be today. I got misconfused.
Where do you work at?
Ford Motor Company.
How much you making Ford Motor Company?
It's been good.
Well, I know you've had this tickets outstanding though for 5 months,
Yes.
close to 5 months.
Due to that.
Can you pay one of these today? Which
I'll pay it tomorrow.
you have 232 and 282 plus 213 plus 282 plus a clearance fee. So you have 495 plus a $45 clearance fee. Can you pay all that by tomorrow?
So can I get to the end of the month?
Can you pay the one tomorrow, the 213?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're to pay that in full by tomorrow, the $213. That's by September 5th, tomorrow, and that is on the expired plate for which you owe 213. I will give you on the no proof, and you have to pay your clearance fee too. You're in suspension. I hope you didn't drive here. You didn't drive here. You pay that one in full by October the 2nd. Can you do that?
How much total?
That one will be 327, including your clearance fee. You can do that or not?
Try.
What are you doing with all your money?
Bills. Inflation.
Oh my gosh. Maybe we're gonna put you on some news channels. I'll give you till October 16th on that last one. If you need more time, you let me know. Don't ignore me, okay? I don't like to be ignored. Fair? You honor before the due date. Come in, I'll give you as many extensions as you need. Thank you. Have a good day. People against Hussein Haidar El Hayali, 25F244603. It looks like Attorney McCool. Oh, I forgot to put my picture on here. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Ron McCool on behalf of Hussein Alaya.
So this is gonna be a plea to impeding, right?
That's correct, Your Honor, and I do
Is your
have authority
client
to act
gonna
on it.
slow down a little bit, or is he gonna just do this and hire lawyers every time that somehow convince prosecutors? I'm serious. I'm not blaming you, but his record looks somewhere between ugly and bad.
I did talk to him actually through text message after I spoke with the prosecutor and let him know that the record is going to be an issue for him. So I did pass it on to him already, Your Honor.
To the charge of impeding traffic on his behalf, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible, Your Honor.
All right, I'm telling you, if he comes back in front of me, I'm not giving him this, okay? 205, paid by September 11th. Original charge dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor, and I will pass that message. Have a great day.
Thank you. Jeremiah Kennedy Griggs, 25R514014. Come on up here, sir. Your name?
Jeremiah Gray.
All right, you met with the department rep. You're going to plead to impeding, right?
Yes.
Responsible or not responsible to that charge?
Possible.
Okay, I'm going to set aside the default judgment. Default judgment is set aside. Plea is accepted. You can go down the hall and I think you have a bond. You can deal with them on that, okay? I don't know whose name it is. I don't see that right here in front of me. 225, if it's in your name.
Yeah.
Either way, go down and talk to them, okay? Thank you. Correct. Scott Matthew Reno, 23B143113. But I have seated up here Natalie Brown at the table, my right, your left. Have you talked to your lawyer yet, Ms. Brown? I'm sorry? Have a seat there at the table. I'll be right with you, okay? Sir, your name?
Start reading.
You're charged with failure to pay $285. So she posted a bond, but I don't see the amount here.
It was a personal bond.
Where you been?
What's that?
Where have you been on this case? This is a 2023 case. Why are we still fooling around with this?
That's gotta be 25. I just got pulled over a couple of days ago.
But you got pulled over on a new ticket a couple of days ago. This is from October 6th of 23 that I have.
I got diabetes and it's messing with my memory and
Do you work, sir?
yes.
Lisa, can you tell me how much? It says warrant canceled, bond posted, and I don't see anything in here. Did he post 285?
I don't see a bond. It looks like the warrant was canceled by the police department, but we have not received a bond.
Or release on medical? Do you have all this to pay? 285?
I guess I do, yeah. You said I have to pay 285?
You have, I'm asking you if you have the money now to pay this.
If I can make payments, no, I don't.
You've had 2 years to make payments.
Yeah, I
Can't do this, sir.
totally forgot about it, didn't know about
Do you have anything today?
it. Yeah,
What do you have today?
probably about $100 maybe. There's 30, right?
Do you have $100? Yes? I'll tell you what, I'll set you up. You pay 100 right now. You can do that, right?
Yeah,
And then I'll let you pay this. I'll let you set up your own payment plan. How much can you afford to pay weekly or bi-weekly?
well, I'm getting paid.
You just need to tell me how much you can pay.
$100.
Sure, I don't need $100.
50.
When do you get paid next?
The beginning next month. The first of next month?
What kind of payments are they? Is that Social Security?
No, I'm on medical from Baltimore right now, and that's how they're,
Well, I'll let you, can you pay 100 today and $50 bi-weekly beginning on September the 22nd or not?
sure,
Are you sure?
yeah,
That's what I'll have you do. You pay 100 today, 50 bi-weekly beginning September 22nd. If you don't have the money, no problem. Call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll be glad to give you an extension, okay? Or you can come in. All right? Good luck to you.
thank you. Getting booked.
Where is Rockwood here today, Lisa?
There.
This has to go to Rockwood. This is a 771 case, Ms. Thompson. Where's Ms. Thompson? Okay, so you're gonna go follow this gentleman right here that's walking in. He's gonna take that file to the prosecutor. The review hearing dates in October, and you're gonna see if they'll dismiss it now, okay? Move to dismiss it now. So follow him. Thank you. Natalie Nicole Brown. 25F2589442. Good morning, Mr.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael A. Carmen, B73824. May I have the defendant?
Ma'am, your name. All right, so just give me 1 second here, if you would, please. Your client pled to disturb the peace. It looks like under HIDA, right?
Yes, sir.
And the agreement was 3 to 6 months. Let me double check that one. So I'm confusing this. No, to be determined. So have you had a chance to review the report? Whether and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions? And by the way, is Michaela Harrison here? Michaela Harrison either here in court or on Zoom?
No, not on Zoom.
You've reviewed the report, no material additions, corrections, or deletions?
Your Honor, there are actually two. My client is no longer employed at Hampton Manor. As of about 2 weeks ago, she is looking for work at the moment. And just a minor correction, her other child is now age 2 instead of 1. So I went through the recommendations of probation with my client. She knows what is going to be expected of her. Do not anticipate any problems whatsoever. Would ask the court adopt those recommendations, please.
Ma'am, is there anything that you would like to say here?
Well, not just want to ask me a question.
I'm sorry?
Not just want to ask me a question.
Kind of lost your temper here, huh? 10 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. I'm not going to order all these different programs. I'm going to order anger management with 4-week follow-up. No contact with Michaela Harrison or Solomon Knighton. No contact with them. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. Do you understand that, ma'am? You're not to return to 25811 Valley Creek Drive in Flat Rock. Do you understand that, ma'am? Two days on the court work program, 1 day of community service. We're going to schedule you for 2 days on our court work program, which will cost $35 a day for a total of $70. 1 day of community service. I'm going to let you complete that. I'm going to give you all the way until October 31. So again, anger management with 4-week follow-up with firearms, no dangerous weapons. You're not to return to 25811 Valley Creek Drive in Flat Rock. No contact with the victim, Michaela Harrison or Solomon Knighton. Not to possess firearms, not to possess dangerous weapons. 2 days court work, 1 day community service by October 31. Fines are $100. Costs are $75. 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So your fines and costs are $300. Probation fees are $200. And your court work program fees are $70 for a total of $570 plus a screening fee of $60 for $630 plus attorney fees of $40. I believe that's $675. Is that right, Lisa? 364. 600.
I got 670.
670. So you pay 670. We're going to give you a review hearing date. You come back on that date. If you're compliant, the case should be dismissed. Do you understand that? You have 21 days to appeal and 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Do you understand that? All right. What is the review hearing date? So this should be end of June or early, very, very early July.
I figured out April, so hang on, let me get a different date.
Yeah. Okay. Ma'am, do you have all this to pay? How much do you have today? I can't hear you. When can you pay this?
I give my son's SSI check on the 1st.
My client's asking for a payment plan, and for now, when she's unemployed, can she pay $100 monthly?
Yeah, that's $100 monthly, and I'll start that beginning October the 7th. Ma'am, if you don't have the money on any due date, you call the court or go on Zoom, or you come talk to me on or before the due date. I'll be glad to give you an extension. Fair enough? All right.
June 25th at 9 o'clock.
June the 25th at 9 a.m. So you're going to get your notice. You're going to go over to probation. They'll go over the order of probation with you, okay? Any questions? All right, I wish you well. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning once again, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. Barbara, thank you for gifting a membership. Very much appreciate that. Barbara is cool today. She's playing bingo. So if you're not playing bingo, you should play, because if Barbara's playing, you know it's cool. tcfbingo.com. Let's ride in this court for a little while, I think.
Fine to work here. Yeah. Maybe that's the same one. That take that one too.
Okay, yeah. 'cause you-
Oscar.
two of them.
Oscar Silva, Oscar Allen Silva, 25R514278. Sir, your name?
Oscar Allen Silva.
You're charged with soliciting without a permit. You do have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give you one. Do you understand that?
What was that, Your Honor?
You're charged with soliciting without a permit. You have the right to an attorney. I'll be happy to provide you with one now at public expense if you want. Would you like a lawyer?
May I ask, like what would be the pros and the cons?
Get a lawyer. We'll give you a lawyer, okay? It's not gonna hurt you, all right? I'm not. Yeah, we'll give you a lawyer, okay?
Yes.
Go out in the hallway, he'll set you up with a lawyer. Your lawyer will meet with the prosecutor, and then either way, you're coming back in front of me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Matthew James Johnson, file 25F244454 A and B. Could I have seated up here Anaya, Jessica Lynn Anaya at the table, my right, your left. Sir, your name? All right, good morning. You're charged with driving an unregistered vehicle. If you want a lawyer, I'll give you one. Otherwise, I will arraign you and let you go talk to the prosecutor.
I'll just talk to him.
Pardon?
I'll talk to him. I don't need a lawyer.
Okay. It is alleged that on August 6th of 25 that you were operating a motor vehicle on Telegraph in Vreeland and Flat Rock at 8:10 in the morning. They think you had an unregistered vehicle, a misdemeanor punishable by up to 100 fines, 90 days jail, costs or all those. I'm just telling you those are maximums. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign the advice of rights? Did you read it and understand it?
I read it. And I have a couple questions.
Okay. Which ones?
I'm okay. I just stand. I didn't answer my own question.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
All right, if you plead guilty, you're giving up all these rights and we're not going to have a trial. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Sure.
$100 personal bond. You don't have to post any money. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. You have a second charge here of no proof of insurance of civil infraction. I'm entering a plea of denial on that. You're going to go talk to the prosecutor and then you'll come back in here. Any questions?
No.
You're all set. Good luck. Jessica Lynn Anaya, 25R514249. Ma'am, your name? You're charged with operating while intoxicated. You have the right to a lawyer. You want a lawyer?
Operating intoxicated and Wilson.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. I apologize. Open intoxicants. Open intoxicants. You have the right. You have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give you one. You want a lawyer? Or do you want me to bring you and send you to the prosecutor? It's up to you.
It's just a ticket I gotta pay.
It's open intoxicants. It's alleged that on August 5th of 25 that you were at 22855 Huron River Drive in Rockwood and that you had open intoxicants in a motor vehicle. That is a misdemeanor. Punishable by up to $100 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all those in 2 points. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes,
If
sir.
you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, not so good, sir.
I'm sorry?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I just arraigned you. Do you work?
Yes,
Where do you work?
probably didn't.
All right, I'll give you a lawyer. $100 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without consent or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. We'll give you a lawyer. Go out in the hallway. You'll meet with the lawyer. The lawyer will, the prosecutor, either way you're coming back in front of me, okay? Good luck. Patrick, Myron. Timoke? I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. If not, I apologize. 25R514258. Your name? Okay. You have an anti-blight charge. They think, let's see. Unregistered vehicle in the driveway, damage to front end along with airbag deployment. So anti-blight violation that allegedly occurred August 6th of 25 at 21744 Washington Street in the city of Rockwood. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs of all those. Understand that? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
And did you sign the advice of rights?
Yeah.
Did you read it and understand it? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to provide you with one if you want one at public expense. Would you like one?
No.
I'll enter a not guilty plea for you. Indicate you stand mute. $500 personal bond. You don't have to post any money. I'm going to send you to the prosecutor to talk about this. You cannot leave the state. These are bond conditions without consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. Do you understand all that?
Yes.
All right, so we'll give you a lawyer. I'm sorry, we'll send this into the prosecutor, the Rockwood prosecutor. You'll talk to him and then you'll come back in front of me, okay? Any questions? Good luck. Sean Carpenter, Sean Raymond Carpenter, 25F244645. Could I also have Gordon Alford seated at the table, my right, your left, and John Boland? Your name, sir?
Sean.
All right, you're charged with driver license expired. You want a lawyer?
No.
It is alleged that you did operate a motor vehicle with an expired license on East Fern River Drive near Seneca and Flat Rock, August 18 to 25 at 10:06 in the morning. That is a misdemeanor punishable, up to 100 fines. 90 days jail, costs are all those, and 2 points would be added to your record. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. There will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to a lawyer. You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer. I'll enter an not guilty plea, indicate you stand mute, $500 personal bond. I'm going to send you to the prosecutor. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. You'll go talk to him and then you'll come back in front of me today, okay? Good luck. Gordon.
All right, let's change things up a little bit. We'll check in with Judge Glazer down in Miami.
Un hombre.
Also raise your hand on Zoom.
Y levante la mano en el Zoom.
So, sir, you were arrested for robbery by sudden snatching and battery. Your attorney is here. Can you please state your name?
Good morning, Judge Naeem Sam, on behalf of Jorge Luis Fuentes, that's Judge.
Thank you. Also, sir, you have an immigration hold. Is the
Oh, you speak
interpreter?
English?
He speaks Spanish, I thought, no?
He speaks English.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, he speaks English, okay. Anyway,
I'm gonna promote iPhone. It may be the victim.
please don't, unless you're ready for me to shut it down. If the
Oh,
victim is here, you need to type your name in the chat room.
He did.
Okay, thank you. And you can promote her if you say that's the victim.
Judge, that's correct, and I was gonna make the court aware that her name is Surayesi Cespedes Bello.
right. Does she speak English?
I don't believe so.
Right, so
Yeah,
she's
she-
declining.
He doesn't speak English.
She's
Señora,
declining the promotion.
tiene que aceptar.
All right, so, sir, if the victim wants to be heard, she has to unmute and put on her video, or I'm going to continue without her.
Señora, si quiere que la escuchemos, tiene que activar el micrófono y la cámara. Si no, vamos a continuar con el calendario.
Dígame.
Yes.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Levante la mano derecha para prestar juramento.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth? If so, state I do.
Jura o afirma que el testimonio que usted dará en esta causa será la verdad y nada más que la verdad. De ser así, diga, lo juro.
Lo juro.
I do.
Thank you. Put your hand down.
Gracias, ya puede bajar la mano.
Please tell me your name.
Dígame su nombre, por favor.
Surayixi Céspedes Bello.
Suraixis Céspedes Bello.
All right, Ms. Cespedes, are you afraid of George Fuentes Tassis?
Señora Céspedes, ¿usted le tiene miedo a Jorge Céspedes, el señor Jorge Fuentes Tasis?
No.
No.
Do you want the court to order Mr. Fuentes Tassis to stay away from you?
¿Usted quiere que se le dé la orden judicial al señor Fuentes Tasis de que se mantenga alejado de usted?
No.
No.
Has anybody forced you or threatened you to come to court today to make this statement?
¿Alguien la ha obligado o le ha amenazado a usted para que usted se presente el día de hoy para dar esa declaración?
No, todo fue un malentendido.
No, everything was a misunderstanding.
Okay, state any questions?
No questions.
Defense, any questions?
No, Judge, no questions for.
All right,
Okay.
so, sir, I'm entering a modified stay away order from the alleged victim whose initials are ZC. You are
There's a-
allowed to have contact with the alleged victim. You are prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards her in any manner whatsoever.
Yes, sir.
Se está emitiendo una orden de alejamiento en contra, pero una orden de alejamiento modificada significa eso que puede tener contacto, pero no puede tener contacto físico ni contacto amenazante.
Do
Okay.
not, also do not engage in any criminal activity, do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. All right, and you must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the modified stay away order, sir?
I do understand. I don't have any concealed permission to
Okay.
carry with.
All right, so there's probable cause. I'll set a bond.
I'll request a reduced bond in light of the facts and circumstances. The victim's already made a statement. She's, based upon my communication.
objection to
therefore
reduction,
She wants
Judge.
to wait, she's gonna be indicating waiver of prosecution, which she'll be executing with the state attorney's office.
I don't know how long he's lived here, but he got an immigration hold.
But nonetheless, it's no problem.
How long have you lived here in Miami?
Me, excuse me? Since 2021.
So I don't know if he had any criminal history before 2021. He didn't live here.
Very good, but nonetheless, in the last 4 years, there's been no contacts with the system.
It's pretty violent.
Good, but you heard from the victim herself. It's my understanding the victim is the one that moved forward with the case.
Misunderstanding.
She had cuts on her. Say, what'd you want for a bond?
Maybe, I don't know how council feels about maybe 1,500 and 1,000, total 2,500.
Okay. $1,500, count one, 1,000, count two. All right, you have a good attorney. Listen to what he tells you. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. You're a great day, Judge.
And corrections, you said he has an immigration hold?
He does.
Judge is already an immigration attorney working on that side, so that's the form, Mr. Tassis. Mr. Tassis, Mr. Green is working diligently in regards to the immigration issues. So we'll be working together in regards to getting it released.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Next is Ronnie Toledo, page 21. You're free to go, ma'am. Thank you.
Ya es todo, señora, ya se puede retirar.
Okay, gracias.
Thank you.
And Ronnie Toledo there. Good morning, Mr. Toledo.
Y grabar mucho porque el abogado me estaba escribiendo.
Do you speak English?
Me puso en la dirección.
Sir, you were arrested for battery by a detainee on another detainee. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
So corrections, can we confirm, is Mr. Toledo's sentence expiring tomorrow?
Yes.
And so there would be nothing else holding him except for this case?
Correct.
Okay. Judge, I would ask that you release Mr. Toledo on his own recognizance based upon page 2. The alleged victim made some aggressive statements to Mr. Toledo. Looks like it's a self.
There's probable cause for the charge. Your bond's $1,000. Have a
Judge,
good
would
day.
you-
I
Judge,
did
would-
reduce it.
Would you ROR him, Judge?
No.
Please, Your Honor.
I mean, if some,
Have an objection?
Maybe 500. Reduce the bond.
Okay. $500. I can't do it. I can't release him. I'm sorry. Next, we have on page 21, Ignacio Vargas.
He refused, Your Honor.
He's been
He's
refusing.
Would your honor set the bonds? Corrections, this is the third?
It is.
Okay.
Point the
Then
public.
another case.
Oh, they added a new charge too.
it's on Vargas,
Yeah.
we'll waive his presence.
All right, so on F, appoint the public defender's office, waive presence for all cases, F25-19114, there's probable cause. Well, I found probable cause for everything. Let's see.
He
So
went into a
count-
business and into cars within the business.
Count 1 is 2,500, count 2 and 3, 2,500 each, and count 4 $2,500. Next is F 25 19080. There's probable cause for petty theft, 2 or more convictions, $2,500 bond.
Would you do a reduced bond? It was $1.16.
Oh, that was the peanuts? The
Yeah.
peanuts? What do you want on that?
$1.
State?
And 66 cents. I don't know. It's fine, Judge.
$1, okay. And there's F 20. Did I miss one? You said, oh, F 25 19200. That's the new one. Petty theft, 2 or more convictions. So he stole the victim's scooter. There's probable cause, $2,500 bond for this case. All right, next we have is Christopher Loving on page 22. Hi, Mr. Loving, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, he's here? Good morning.
Yes, Judge, he's
You
here.
were arrested for battery by a detainee on another detainee. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable
Easy.
cause, $2,500 bond. Have a good day. Abelardo Otuno on page 22.
Award, Your Honor.
Let me review.
Let's go back up to Michigan, say good morning to Judge Simpson, where undoubtedly bonds will be continued.
Anyway, the court for its part also does not believe there's a conflict either under the Michigan court rules or the cases decided thereunder. To the extent a conflict does exist, given the waivers, the court will consent to hear the matters. Court does call the case of the people versus Valerie Johnson.
Yeah.
Assistant Public Defender Hannah Apple hearing on behalf of Ms. Johnson.
Johnson, can you state your name?
Since I don't see her.
Okay, this is a good way to start.
No, she's not there.
She's not on.
On the docket, it said 10 a.m. I don't know. If that's what the facility.
Court does call the case of people versus Robert Greenshields.
Good morning, Roger Coe on behalf of Mr. Greenshield. Mr. Greenshield, would you state your name for the record?
Robert Claude Greenshields.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, Mr. Greenshield's in, to my understanding, in Oswego County Jail. I need to have further contact with him. The prosecutors offered me a misdemeanor. Unfortunately, we can't do a Zoom breakout room, so I would ask if the court would give me a 3-week adjournment so I can speak with him.
I don't know if that was a request or whining, whichever it was.
It was probably whining.
It was whining. Okay. You do it very well.
Mr. Greenshields, are you still going to be in the jail in 3 weeks?
I have sentencing on October 9th.
So
okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Probable cause conference will be adjourned to September 25th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Mr. Greenshields. I will get a hold of you. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Court calls the case people versus Evan Sherbert.
Morning, Honor. Raymond Cook.
Sure, Matt.
Morning, Judge. Brian Bowling on behalf of Mr. Sherbert. Evan, can you state your name for the record, please? Your Honor, I'm asking for an adjournment. I did meet with Mr. Sherbert via Zoom yesterday at the Livingston County Jail, and we just need to complete discovery.
Probable cause conference September 25th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Your Honor, may I address one issue regarding bond?
Sure.
He currently has a personal bond on this case.
Got it.
With the court amended to a nominal cash bond.
Bond will be set in the amount of $1,000, 10%.
Thank you, Judge.
Court calls case of People versus Stephanie Cleaver.
Good morning, Honor. Charlotte Stefan on behalf of Ms. Cleaver. Good morning.
Your name?
Stephanie Cleaver.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are adjourning the PCC. I have discussed with Ms. Cleaver her right to the exam within 21 days. She wishes to waive that right. And the reason is for discovery, Your Honor. I just got appointed 2 days ago.
All right. 25th work for you?
Yes, it does, Judge.
Probable cause conference, September 25th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court does call the case of the People versus Jeremy Anderson.
Morning, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with and on behalf of Mr. Anderson. Your name for the court, Jeremy?
Jeremy Anderson.
All right.
Your Honor, we are prepared to continue to exam.
Discovery is complete.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. What date are we on? 16th. People had their witnesses available the 16th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination in person, September 16th, 2025, 9 a.m. That is before Judge Washington. All right. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Calls case of the People versus Frankie Hewling.
Good morning again, Sam Bernstein. It's not Healing.
Frankie Healing.
Thank you.
Asking for an adjournment for resolution, Your Honor.
Probable cause conference in this matter will be adjourned to old form. September 25th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Let's call the case People versus David Epps. I'm done with my outsides.
Good morning, Judge. Christopher Quinn appearing on behalf of Mr. Epps.
Morning. Your name? David Epps. Thank you.
Mr. Epps is requesting an examination, Judge.
Discovery is complete. Is discovery complete?
Yes, Judge.
People had their witnesses available the 16th.
Yes, sir.
Preliminary examination in person, September 16th, 2025, 9 a.m. That is before Judge Perry.
Thank you, Judge.
Bond will continue. Thank you. Court calls case of the People versus Donovan Friel.
Assistant Public Defender Jay Bellinger on behalf of Mr. Friel, who appears via Zoom. Mr. Friel, can you please state your name for the record?
Donovan Friel.
And Your Honor, we are seeking to adjourn this for possible media discovery on this matter. I'm not currently in receipt of any.
Mr. Friel has private attorney, Mr. Sam Bennett.
Oh, does he?
Do I have a substitute?
I don't have one.
He's got other counsel, but I have not signed a substitution.
And Your Honor, I was not aware of other counsel myself.
Who's the attorney?
It's Mr. Sam Bennett. He's in the room close to the chat.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Sorry about that. And
Are you representing Mr. Friel?
I am, Your Honor. Yes, we sent in a substitution yesterday. And Mr. Bellinger.
Was it signed off by the PDs?
It wasn't yet. We were just retained yesterday, so it was kind of a rush.
Where'd you send it? Because I don't have it.
We sent it to the public defender office waiting for a signature.
So the real answer to that is no, he's not representing him today. You're requesting an adjournment?
Yes, Your Honor. It sounds like Mr. Bennett would need that anyway, so.
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
September 25th, 2025, 9 a.m. bond continues.
Your
Thank
Honor,
you.
Your Honor, given that I'm on the case or will be on the case shortly, could we do the following week, please, the second, just to make sure that I don't have a conflict?
October 2nd.
October 2nd is not.
Thank you, Judge. And we'll get into that.
Hold on a second. Hold it. What?
Either Tuesday the 30th or October.
Oh. September 30th. That's a Tuesday, 2025 at 9 a.m.
That sounds good, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then, Your Honor, very briefly, Mr. Friel would like to travel to Indiana in the next few
Then he can
days.
tell his attorney in the case, and then I will consider his request.
Okay, thank you,
I
Judge.
need the substitution before you start talking on his case.
I understand, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls the case of the people versus Andrew Gendy. Pardon? Mr. Fanta?
Good morning, Your Honor. Andrew Fanta on behalf of, and with Mr. Gendy.
Your name, sir?
Your Honor, Ms. Douglas and I talked about this case, and she didn't know whether she would be able to fully discuss the parameters of the case before today's PCC meeting. Accordingly, I would ask for an adjournment to September 25th at 9 o'clock.
Well, I'll put it down. Any objection from the people? September 25th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Your Honor, if I may, Your Honor, if I could address an ancillary issue on the 29th of August, Mr. Gendy was arrested at home in the early hours of the morning for a violation concerning his tether. He had previously called 3 times, and his sister called once to the tether folks that there was something wrong with the tether. Accordingly, I would ask if you would release him from jail on a $5,000 personal recognizance bond until the 25th of September. I have personally known the family for over 25 years. Thank you, Your Honor.
That is not the information that we have. There were sirens and alerts going on. I don't have, they were trying to contact him directly and were unable to get through to him. So I don't know where these contacts were coming from. And then they found the defendant was placed in custody. So certainly you would be entitled to a hearing on that, but I don't have anything other than that information. So if you'd like a hearing, you can certainly motion that up and I'll be more than happy to hear it, but I'm not going to change his bond at this time. Motion for bond reduction or change in bond is denied at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case of the people versus, is it Centassia Holloway?
Then on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
People on behalf of Ms. Calloway, Judge, did you say your name?
Santasha Calloway.
Judge, I met with my client. She would like to pursue the matter through a preliminary exam. Judge, I'm wondering, probably sound like I'm whining.
Discovery complete?
Yes, Judge. Is it possible we can make it out to September 30th?
Anything's possible.
Well, I know with you, Judge, it is.
Well,
I got a few more cases coming up. I'll be whining.
What'd you say?
Nothing. You're a great judge. That's what I said.
What did he say?
Judge, we have a big docket. We should move along.
People have their witnesses available the 30th.
We'll do our best, Your Honor.
All right. Preliminary exam, will that date work for you, Mr. Kilwall?
That's the date I asked for. Thank you very much.
That was the date you asked for?
Yeah. Thank you for your
I
very
don't know why I'm
considerate.
doing it. Preliminary examination in person, September 30th, 2025. That's, gee, Mr. Kilwall, we'll see each other again. That's a 12 o'clock
Judge, you're very
meeting before
considerate this
me.
morning. You're very considerate this morning. Thank you.
So bond will continue. Does he have any more? Oh. Court calls the case, People versus Brent. Is it Hackbarth?
Morning, Your Honor. Dan Garrett on behalf of Mr. Hackbarth. He's stepping forward. You take your name to the judge.
Brent Hackbarth. Thank you.
Your Honor, we're asking for an exam. Discovery is complete.
People have their witnesses available the 16th.
We'll do our best, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination in person will be set September 16th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. Bond will continue.
All right, let's change things up a little bit. Let's stay in Michigan, but we're going to go over to Otsego County, where they've raised a barn for justice. This is Judge George Mertz. Let's see what's going on.
That I have on my docket. I would echo a lot of the same sentiments that we heard from Ms. Jans and from her father. I've known Dustin for quite a few years now, and when he is sober, he is a great person. He's a great guy. When he drinks, not so much. When I met with him in the jail after he got arrested on this, I sat and I talked to him, and it was kind of, how did we get here? What happened? Why are we back here? And he told me, he had been doing great. He had been doing really good with his sobriety. So good, in fact, that they had thought that it would be okay to have some wine with dinner, and that led him down a path of one drink leads to two, leads to three, leads to him back in this situation. Dustin has consistently expressed he recognizes that he has a problem, and he wants to get help for it. And he has good periods of success. The program that he's in now is different than a lot of the things that are out there and available to him. And it's different because it is a long-term program. It's a program that, again, spans almost 2 years. They're very, very similar to the sobriety court program, which frankly, he had an opportunity to do the sobriety court program a couple of years ago. The sobriety aspect of it, I think, actually was going very well for him. Unfortunately, some of the mental health things that were going on were not getting addressed. And, again, sobriety was going well, mental health stuff, not so much. This program, I think, is a great, great opportunity for Mr. Musil. He's doing excellent in it. The letter is a glowing letter. If the court were to allow him to continue, he would be scheduled to finish in April of 2026. So he has still, 6-7 more months that he could complete in the program. After he completes that, he has the ability to essentially stay on as staff. So essentially to help other people who are struggling with this, which I think would be something incredible for him to do, a great opportunity for him. The easy answer here for the court would be to send him to prison. I don't know that that makes anybody better. It doesn't make Dustin better. I don't think it's going to put Ms. Jans in a better position. It's not going to put his family in a better position. I don't think it puts society in a better position to do that. Allowing him to complete this program, I think, does put him in a better position. It puts Ms. Jans in a better position. It puts his family in a better position. I think it puts society as a whole in a better position. I understand the prosecutor's argument that he could walk out of there at any time. And I mean, he's not wrong. I would suggest to the court, if Mr. Musil was gonna do that, he's had what, 9 months that he's been in the program. 6 months. Every day he could have woke up and done that. He didn't. He's continued to do it. Even more so, all right, if he wanted to get out of Dodge, he had the recommendation. He talked to Mr. Burnikel. He knew what it was. He talked to me and he knew what it was. He didn't leave the program. He stayed the course. He showed up here today, again, knowing what that is. Sure, it's not a guarantee that he's going to complete it. It's not a guarantee that in the future he does, but I do think it speaks to him. He's a lifelong resident of the community, and his brother works in the jail. I mean, I don't see him as a flight risk. If anything, I mean, he's the opposite end of that. I mean, all his connections are to this community. Again, I think the easy answer here for the court would be to follow the rec and sentence him to prison. I'm going to challenge the court here to take a leap of faith here and give him an opportunity to successfully complete this, to change his life, and again, to give back to his family the Dustin that they know and love. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Musil, anything you wanted to say?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. First, I'd like to thank my family for being here and for support. And Tara and Terry for being here and speaking kind words for me. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little emotional. I know I have done wrong in the past, and my drinking has caused most of that. But I have begun to change, and I am changing, because now I have God in my heart. I had a lot of anger built up, mostly because I couldn't forgive myself. But I'm starting to. I have this Lord as my Savior. And I haven't had that before. I haven't reached out to faith like I have been. And I just want to do everything right and continue this program. My counselor should have been online today on Zoom. He has a peer recovery program. I'd like to get into that. I'd like to continue from this ministry into the Bible college. I really want to set out to help others that suffer from addiction and alcoholism and mental illnesses. And I really want to reach out and tell them my story. It's a tragedy, but it don't have to be wasted. I can help others. And I just don't want to go down the path of darkness. God has shown me the way, and I know I have a purpose. I am down the righteous path, and I want to keep going that way. At least to make my family proud of me. Lord knows I've disappointed them so many times. And it's time to stop. Be faithful and believe it. I know I can do better in life. I just want to thank you for the time you've given me to talk. And I don't ask for your mercy. I just ask for grace. Keep going. I'm going to. I have seen changes in myself that I think I'd never see. I let go of anger that binded me. And I'm sorry for all this that has happened. But I believe in these events led me to where I am at today. I have never had the love, the support that I've never had this anywhere that I have from this ministry. And I just want to thank the pastors and brothers that are praying for me right now. That's all I have here.
Okay, I did read through the report, so I'm familiar with the circumstances that bring you before the court here today. There's also a lot of information in there about you and your background, your circumstances, your prior offenses. So I take all of that into consideration along with what the lawyers had to say, certainly what you've had to say, what Ms. Jansen, her father had to say. I try to look at all of that, the letters that were submitted. And I agree with Mr. Trush, this is a really difficult case for me as a sentencing judge, because there is more than enough here for me to justify and for the court to be perfectly reasonable in imposing a prison sentence, given your past history and your past failures, frankly, at attempts at rehabilitation. You know, you've been on probation many times. The sobriety court was something that I'm sure at the time everyone was hopeful would make a difference. And all of those are unsuccessful. And so there's a clear pattern here of attempts at rehabilitation and failures. And where that becomes a problem for me is, you know, continuing to give somebody a chance when they continue to fail and continuing to invest resources in that. And I had an individual an hour ago in front of me who had been on probation about the same number of times that you had. And I said the exact same thing to him. I think, though, your case is different than that one that I handled earlier this morning, based on the things that you have done over at least the past 6 months to try and correct that. And the letter that I read from that facility, I think had a lot of impact on me, because that's somebody who's completely independent. They don't have any reason to sugarcoat anything for me, or, you know, to advocate on your behalf outside of the fact that they actually think you are doing well with that program. And that other individual I had this morning didn't have anything like that and hadn't sought out any kind of program like that for help. So to me, that's a distinction that indicates to me that there is some prospect for rehabilitation here at this point, despite your past record and the past failures. And really, to me, you know, your participation in that program over the past 6 months and the fact that you're doing well in it is the difference maker. And to be completely honest with you, really the only reason why I'm not going to send you to prison today. But I want you to be very clear that this is really the last opportunity. And I'm going to give you another chance here with probation and with jail time held in abeyance. But again, the only reason is because you're engaged in a program that I think could really help and get you past this. But to the extent that you're not, you know, if you're back here on a probation violation, there won't be any hesitation on my part in any way. And at that point, the letters and everything else aren't going to make any difference, because at that point, it'll be clear to me, all right, here we are. And then prison will be the option at that point. So this is requiring me to do something that I don't normally do, which is a downward departure. Just the bottom of the guidelines on the one charge is 19 months in prison. The other one is 7 months local. But again, I think the basis for that downward departure here is your participation in that program. The letter that I received from them indicating that you are doing well in that. So I think that justifies the court's decision to give you this opportunity to continue on that path. And hopefully stay sober, because some people can have a glass of wine with dinner and it's not a big deal. Some people just cannot have any, not even one drop, and you're just one of those people. And unfortunate that most, if not all, of the people that I see are good people when they're sober. They're not out hurting people when they're not using drugs or not sober. It's when they're under the influence of something that they do things that they wouldn't ordinarily do. So I can accept that you're a good person when you are sober, but you need to stay that way. And so I'm hopeful that that's how this will go. I'm hopeful that you continue with this program through April of 26 and successfully complete it. I'm hopeful that you'll stay with that program if it's something that's making that much of a difference in your life, then I think you need to stay with that. And I think I've clearly outlined for you what the opposite side of that coin is. So the court is going to place you on probation. Well, first of all, I want to address the jail credit issue. I looked at the statute here while we've been going forward with the proceeding, and the statute specifically uses the language served time in jail. The court shall specifically grant credit against a sentence for such time served in jail prior to sentencing. So to me, the statutory language isn't that just that the person couldn't post or furnish bond, it's time served in jail. So I don't think that pursuant to statute that Mr. Measles entitled to jail credit for time that he was not actually in jail. So my calculation, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if you did that, Mr. DeLeo, but it's 66 days.
I had 67.
67, okay. So 67 days credit. I just want to address that issue. The court is going to place you on probation. Oh, the other thing I want to say, why I think that it's appropriate to depart downward from prison time in this case is, unlike in a lot of cases, this isn't a situation where you're just going to be released and it's just probation that's monitoring you. You're going to be in this program for a significant period of time going forward, which provides, in my view, an added layer from a public safety standpoint of supervision, of monitoring of what you're doing, monitoring your sobriety and making sure that you're not consuming alcohol. So this isn't a situation where you're just going to be out in the community and reporting once a month, maybe testing here and there. There's some serious oversight, which I also think addresses the court's concerns regarding public safety. I just wanted to make a record of that because I forgot to mention that. So as to file number 256829, count 2, resisting or obstructing, the court is going to sentence you to 12 months in the Otsego County Jail with credit for 67 days served, remainder to be held in abeyance, to be imposed in the discretion of the court. The court is going to place you on probation for a period of 24 months. The court is going to impose a crime victims assessment of $130, court costs of $325, attorney fees of $350, and a $68 state cost. That's to count 4. Also 12 months in the Otsego County Jail with credit for 67 days served, that time to be held in abeyance, to be served at the discretion of the court, and a $68 state cost. The court is going to impose all standard terms and conditions of probation, including that you not use or possess any alcohol, not use any or possess any controlled substances unless they're prescribed to you. The court is going to include as a condition of your probation your continued participation and successful completion in that program that you're currently involved in. So if you leave that program for whatever reason, prior to successful completion of that, that will be a probation violation. Other than that, all standard terms and conditions of probation, those 2 sentences to be served concurrently to each other. You do have the right to appeal these sentences, Mr. Trush, if you can provide an acknowledgement of the appellate rights for Mr. Measles.
This is on that we need clarification.
Oh.
If it's a third offense notice. That's okay.
Okay, and Mr. Rolla, I just need you to confirm the plea offer in this case. There was a discrepancy between.
Yes, Judge, and again, I think what the plea was, as Ms. Brooker of our office indicated, was, and the discrepancy was as with the domestic violence charge. It should have been a domestic violence second, I believe, as opposed to, with a, as a habitual second. And I think that's where the error occurred, which, by the way, then is reflected in the PSI. It indicates domestic violence, it said third, habitual felony second degree, which would have made that actually a 7-year penalty. And I think there was confusion as to whether that was pleading as a misdemeanor domestic violence second offense, as opposed to domestic violence third offense habitual second. And this is why the CAT code that was entered then was the 75814.
So I think on the amended information, the PAC code is 750813, I think. Is that the correct?
PAC code 750.812.
And then with the notice, it's 813?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Is that good enough, Judge?
I think so.
Yes, yes.
Very good.
Thank you.
Mr. DeLeo, is Mr. Brunical, would he be the supervising agent then?
He will be.
Okay. Will he get in touch with Mr. Musil at his treatment facility? Okay.
Judge, while we're still on the record too, is the no contact provision continuing as a condition of probation or not?
Is that something that you're asking the court to impose?
Again,
based on Ms. Jan's.
I've been advised by the victim as well as her father that they would like to have that listed. And as our officer explained earlier, that's up to the court to do, but I'm bringing it to the court's attention that that would be decided. I just do that on the record now, so the court has that.
Right, I won't impose that as a condition of probation.
Very good, thank you, Judge.
Have we got the appellate rights?
Yeah, sure, I'm tendering those to the court now.
Mr. Musil, good luck to you going forward. I hope I don't see you back here. I hope in 2 years I'm signing a successful discharge from your probation.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, let's head back to Judge Simpson, where John Coffey has entered the frame. Coffee like the drink, only not spelled the same.
Your Honor, I was going to request an adjournment. I have a green sheet. We did receive media discovery yesterday, and I haven't had time to review it with Mr. Bailey, so.
Because he's not here.
Apparently, is not.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $10,000 cash surety. That warrant will issue immediately. Yeah. Court does call the cases of the people versus Demond Harris.
Hello, Judge Brian Bowling on behalf of Mr. Harris, who's approaching. Your name for the record.
Harris.
Judge, I'm asking for an adjournment so that we can have some ongoing plea discussions in this matter.
Is this the only thing holding him, or?
No, there is other matters, Judge.
All right. Probable cause conference will be adjourned September 25th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continues.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Christopher Minor. Custody.
Good morning.
May I go for the people, Your Honor?
Good morning, Your Honor. Kerma Dadush on behalf of Mr. Minor. Mr. Minor, are you able to sit down on the chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, could you? I asked the wrong question. Thank you. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Minor.
Did you need his full name, Your Honor?
That's Mr. Minor. We'll go.
All right. We still have outstanding discovery, Your Honor. We were going to ask for an adjournment, please.
All right. Is this the only thing holding him?
No, it's not.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned September 25th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Minor. Let's call the case People versus Dominique Kelly Payne. Dominic.
Assistant Public Defender Jay Bellinger on behalf of Mr. Kelly Payne, who approaches, Your Honor. Name for record.
Dominic Kelly Payne.
And Your Honor, I have supplied the court with a waiver form.
Yes. Sir, you're waiving your right to a preliminary examination?
Yes.
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 You understand that that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed and that you committed them.
Yes.
You understand you'll not have that hearing. You'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yes.
People also waive their right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendants bound over to circuit court on counts 1 through 3 with 4 following.
Your Honor, people acknowledge, I'm sorry, not the people, defense acknowledges receipt of information, wait for reading and stand mute.
Defendant having waived for reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set for
September 16th at 1:30 with Judge Cook.
September 16, 2025, 1:30, Judge Conkey.
Cool. That'll be me, okay?
Good. Thank you. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Let's call the case People versus Kayla Baird.
Assistant Public Defender, and I'll be carrying it really on behalf of Kayla Baird. Judge, can we pass this matter?
No.
Ms.
Why?
Baird is present. I asked,
What?
she is here. I asked her to go to community corrections to test because she had not done so. So she's over at community corrections now.
She tested.
She lives in Flint now. She's currently displaced and she tells me that she lives in Flint and she did not have a way to get down here to test. Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Melissa Konwinski.
Chelsea Virgils with and on behalf of Melissa Konwinski, who approaches. Please state your name.
Mary Konwinski.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we're asking to adjourn to continue a plea discussion, and I would ask to address bond.
Of course you would. Is this the only thing holding her?
Yes.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned September 18, 2025, 9 a.m. Yes, to bond.
Your Honor, we're asking for a personal bond in this case. I understand she did have a violation, but she has a thorough plan to maintain sobriety, including through CMH, full substance abuse and mental health treatment. She has an appointment set up with them already, including also the Vivitrol shots involving with her church. She goes to AA. She's really worried about getting out to work. She supports herself financially. And I think that this plan can set her up on the right track. So we ask you to consider that.
What is the plan? That's the plan?
Yes, treatment, AA, church. I think all of those things would be a great support system for her. And she did just get out of inpatient treatment recently. So that is fresh in her mind. She wants a chance to show the court that she will comply.
She got out and then 2 days later, she's violating her tether.
It was admittedly a relapse that she deeply regrets.
Response from the people.
Your Honor, when we talked about this last week, I reminded the court that this was a hit and run with an alleged BAC of a .28. I'm not saying that this Kaminsky somebody that needs to be in jail indefinitely, but I do think that we'd like to see it a little bit more concrete in any release with his grandmother.
Your Honor, may I respond briefly?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to point out that the incident allegation in this case was before her inpatient treatment, so she sought out that treatment herself. We have no objection to a scram tether, but I think that
Didn't
this,
she have a program for follow-up care after her treatment?
I believe so. I think that part of
Is
this
she
plan.
following that?
Are you following your plan?
Yes, I am.
And I think this is fairly
Oh.
concrete. She has an appointment on September 22nd.
After she got out of treatment, she was supposed to, there's another part of what her treatment would be. Did she continue with that?
What was the plan after treatment?
The plan after treatment was to go into IOP, which I did call CMH, but unfortunately, there was no opening until the 22nd, so I can have a 90-minute evaluation so I can get an IOP. I am still following up with Michael Francis, which is an outpatient psychiatrist in the meantime, until I can get in there on the 22nd.
So the answer to my question is no, she didn't follow up with that. And then secondly, then again, 2 days after that, outside of the facts of the particular case, she was drinking again. So, and I'm not really hearing a concrete plan that's consistent with the inpatient that she received. So for those reasons, the court is going to deny the request for a bond. In this case, bond will continue. Court does call the case of the people versus Jennifer Baker.
Questions for the people?
Assistant Public Defender Jay Valens on behalf of Ms. Baker, who approaches, Your Honor. Baker, can you please state your name for the record?
Jennifer Baker.
Your Honor, you first.
Yes, she may.
All right. Well, he's muted. Let's go back to Barnyard Justice with Judge Mertz.
Courthouse People versus David Seguin, file number 256845. Mr. Seguin's present here in the courtroom today. Mr. Church, how do you want to proceed on this file?
Your Honor, we are very, very close on this file. There's been an offer extended by the prosecutor that would contemplate him going into the sobriety court program with a reduction to an OWI second offense if he successfully completes that. We have the application before the sobriety court. They're set to vote on him to either accept him in or not on 9/9. So my suggestion to the court would be, I think we probably could set it for the mid-month day this month. We'd waive the timing requirements, but we should have an answer from them at that time. And I think that would be, right now, their acceptance or not is really the only barrier to us entering that agreement.
Okay, Mr. Rolla, any objection to that?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, so we'll set this for a plea hearing at the court's mid-month motion day. So Mr. Seguin, just make sure that you stay in touch with Mr. Trush so that anything that the sobriety court would need to make their decision, then we have that, okay?
Yes, sure.
Do you have any questions at all?
There is one more thing that I would address to the court. Luke Hamlin, the probation officer for the drug court program, sent over a set of drug court bond conditions for him.
Okay.
I don't know if the prosecutor's got a copy of it. It doesn't contain a signature line from me or the prosecutor, just Mr. Seguin and yourself.
Okay.
Judge, I'd indicate to the record if Mr. Truce wants to initial it next to his client's signature, we have no objection on that.
Okay, and I can sign that. Okay, Anything else we need to address on this file? Anything further, Mr. Trush?
No, Your Honor, I will get a copy of the bond conditions to Mr. Hamlin, and then I guess I'll file the original with the court here.
Okay. All right, we'll take a short recess and we'll come back on the record.
All right, well, he goes to recess. Let's check in on Judge Glazer.
Milo Hernandez Perilla, page 9. No age.
Yeah.
You want to promote whoever needs to be promoted?
I did. 2, 3. Okay, so Mr. Valladares, you got to accept the promotion to a panelist. I'll try again. It keeps on declining.
I'll do it. Seems when I do it, it works. What's it under?
Valladares, Carlos Valladares.
Not to interrupt, but Bo's going to bed over in Australia, so good night, Bo. But I wanted to let the audience know that Bo and I have been in discussions behind the scenes during the show here, and it looks like he's going to join us for tomorrow's pre-show to talk about some stuff in Australia, specifically, I think, their personal protection laws. So be sure to join us for the pre-show tomorrow. If you're not a channel member, this is a good reason to become one, to be able to hear from one of our regulars here on the TCF Morning Show. So anyways, back to Judge.
Is somewhere else. You want me to grab her?
Who's Daniela Valladares? Is she with
That
you?
is my wife. I can have her with me right now.
But where's her mom?
She, I believe, is staying with a friend at a friend's house.
So I think if she's here on Zoom.
She is.
Okay.
But
so
she needs
can you raise
a
her
interpreter.
hands? Can you ask her to raise her hands on Zoom so we know who she is?
Yeah, let me call her.
Okay.
So you're not ready, and can I go to the next case till we're ready? This is crazy. They're doing their family stuff and I gotta move along my calendar. When you got your mom here, raise your hand and let me know, okay?
She's on the phone. Is that, or do you need her on the camera?
No, she needs to be on Zoom or in
Will
court.
do. I'll get her right now. All right.
Raise your hand again. I'm making you an attendee, so raise your hand when you're ready and we'll be happy to
Will do.
promote you again, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry about that. Yes, Your Honor.
No worries, no worries.
Okay, so
All right. George Jimenez.
Maybe tap ROR 2 and 3, 5 and 6.
Spanish interpreter, please.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine, 3 counts, and possession of drug paraphernalia, 3 counts. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Buenos días, señor. Usted fue arrestado por 3 cargos de tenencia de cocaína y 3 cargos de tenencia de parafernalia para el uso de drogas. Voy a asignarle a los abogados de oficio para que lo representen.
There is probable cause for the charges.
Si existe motivo fundado por los cargos.
Count 1 will be, it's tap alternate, $1,000, count 1, and $1,000, count 4. ROR counts 2, 3, 5, and 6.
Entonces es el programa TAP, confianza alterna de $1,000 por el cargo número 1, $1,000 por el cargo número 4, libertad bajo palabra por los cargos 2, 3, 5 y 6.
You're ordered to come to court for the arraignment on October 6th at 9 a.m. Courtroom 4-5, Judge James.
Se le da la orden de estar presente en el juzgado el 6 de octubre a las 9 de la mañana en la sala 4-5 ante el juez James.
Have a
Esa será
nice
la
day.
lectura de cargos. Que tenga buen día.
Next, page 10 is Luis Martinez Rodriguez.
Requesting a bond ROR count 3.
What'd you say?
Requesting a bond ROR count 3.
Oh, okay. Good morning. We need Mr. Luis Martinez Rodriguez. Where's Mr. Martinez Rodriguez? And an hour left. Do you have anybody else you want me to bring in? Okay, good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted felon. Is English okay or Spanish?
English is fine. Spanish is preferred.
Spanish, sir, good morning. You were arrested for possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, 2 counts of possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Buenos días, señor. Usted fue arrestado por un cargo de tenencia de un arma de fuego por un delincuente, 2 cargos de tenencia de cocaína y un cargo de tenencia de parafernalia para el uso de drogas.
There is probable cause for the charges. Count 1 is $7,500. Count 2 is $2,500. Count 3 ROR and count 4 is $500.
Si existe motivo fundado por los cargos, la fianza por el cargo número 1 es $7,500, cargo número 2, $2,500, cargo número 3, libertad bajo palabra y cargo número 4, $500.
Have a nice day.
Que tenga buen día.
Page 11, Herman Leva.
I think the alleged victim's here. Sir, if you want to talk to the judge, raise your hand, write something on Zoom, let us know.
Mr. Leyva prefers Spanish. For court.
Good morning, Mr. Leva. You were arrested for burglary with an assault or battery, which is a first-degree felony. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Buenos días, señor Leiva. Usted fue arrestado por allanamiento con fines delictivos con acometimiento o agresión física. Eso es un delito mayor del primer grado. Voy a asignarle a los abogados de oficio para que lo representen.
There is probable cause for the charge. I understand the victim's here.
Si existe motivo fundado por los cargos y creo que la presunta víctima está aquí presente.
Sir, raise your right hand to be sworn. Mr. Greenwald? Do you swear
Yes,
or
Your
affirm
Honor.
the testimony you're going to give in this proceeding will be the truth? If so, state I do.
I do.
All right. What is your
Señor
name?
Greenwald ha prestado juramento de decir la verdad.
My name is Eric Greenwald.
All right. What did you want to tell the court, sir?
I wanted to tell the court that I was completely unaware, not looking, had no interaction with this individual, and I was struck when I was looking in the other direction violently with no provocation whatsoever.
Can you give a minute for the interpreter? Pause a minute, please.
Thank you, Judge. Solo quería dejarle saber a su señoría que yo no tenía ningún tipo de conocimiento, que yo no vi a esta persona, no tenía ninguna interacción con esa persona. Me pegaron, yo no vi, yo no estaba mirando para ese lado, estaba mirando hacia el otro lado y violentamente me pegaron.
Okay. Anything? What else, sir?
Yes, and to my knowledge, I was at Mercy Hospital, and I need to return to the hospital. I fear for my safety because, as I understand it, this individual regularly is present at the hospital, although he's not an employee there. So I asked that he be detained and prosecuted appropriately.
Y yo tengo entendido que yo estaba en el hospital Mercy y yo tengo que regresar a este lugar. Temo por mi seguridad, no me siento seguro teniendo que regresar allá porque tengo entendido que él es una persona que suele estar en este lugar. Quiero que por favor lo detengan y que sea enjuiciado.
Okay, thank you. State any questions for Mr. Greenwald?
No questions.
Defense, any questions?
No, Judge.
Los
All right.
abogados no tienen preguntas para el testigo.
Okay, Mr. Leva, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are E.G.
Señor Leiva, se le da la orden de mantenerse alejado de la presunta víctima que tiene iniciales E.G.
No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
Usted no puede tener contacto con esa persona, no puede tener contacto directo o indirecto en persona, por escrito, por teléfono o a través de terceros.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school and place of employment at all times.
Y usted tiene que mantenerse a una distancia de al menos 500 pies de donde esté la víctima, donde viva, trabaja o estudia, y esto es en todo momento.
You are also ordered to stay away from Mercy Hospital at 3659 South Miami Avenue in Miami, Florida.
Y también se le da la orden de mantenerse alejado del hospital Mercy, que queda en la 3659 South Miami Avenue en Miami, Florida.
Judge,
You
I would
underst-
ask that you modify the stay away order for Mercy Hospital so that Mr. Leyva can continue his chemo treatment there.
Su señoría, yo solicitaría que por favor se modifique la orden de alejamiento con respecto al hospital para que el señor Leyva pueda continuar con su tratamiento de quimioterapia.
Okay, so you can only go to Mercy Hospital if you have an appointment for medical care.
Bien, entonces solamente puede ir al hospital Mercy si usted tiene una cita médica para cuidados médicos.
Otherwise, you have to stay away from Mercy Hospital.
De lo contrario, tiene que mantenerse alejado del hospital Mercy.
There
And
is
Judge,
probable,
if they
yes.
happen to be patients on the same day, if they both attend the same building or treatment at Mercy, could they have a 20-foot distance between them, Judge?
Su
In case
señoría,
they're both on the Mercy Hospital campus at the same time.
Su señoría, en caso de que ellos estén en el hospital en el mismo momento, porque ambos tengan cita para ese día o estén en el mismo edificio, podríamos modificar esa orden de alejamiento para que tengan una distancia de 20 pies, se mantengan a una distancia de 20
All right,
pies.
sir, you are ordered to stay at least 15 feet away from the victim if you see him at Mercy Hospital.
Bien, señor, si usted llega a ver a la víctima en el hospital Mercy, usted tiene que mantenerse al menos a 15 pies de donde esté la otra persona.
All right, that being said, there's probable cause for burglary with an assault or battery. That's a first-degree felony, punishable by life in prison if he's found guilty.
Bien, entonces sí existe motivo fundado por el primer cargo, que es allanamiento con fines delictivos con acometimiento o agresión física. Eso es un delito mayor del primer grado, castigable con hasta cadena perpetua si es que lo hallaran culpable.
Date, are you seeking no bond on this? It's a non-bondable.
Yes.
Se le
Judge,
pregunta a
I
la
would-
fiscalía si están solicitando que no tenga fianza. Este es un cargo que no tiene fianza. La fiscal
I would
dice que
ask
sí.
if you set a bond for Mr. Leyva. He's lived in the community for 30 years. And I see no history at all for him, Judge.
Su señoría pediría si le puede otorgar algún tipo de fianza al señor Leyva. Él lleva 30 años viviendo en la comunidad y no veo que tenga antecedentes.
State, you're seeking no bond?
Fiscalía.
Yes, based upon,
It's a
Taxes.
first-degree felony. I'm holding him with no bond. He's gonna have to go before the division judge and have what's called an Arthur hearing to see if he can be released from jail pending the arraignment or trial.
Bien, entonces la fiscal ha dicho que sí, que quiere que se detenga sin fianza y la juez dijo, este es un delito mayor del primer grado, el cual no tiene derecho a fianza, entonces tendrá que presentarse ante el juez de la división para que se lleve a cabo una audiencia Arthur para ver si lo pueden dejar salir antes de su próxima audiencia.
Okay, good day.
Que tenga buen día.
All right, let's head back up to Michigan and we'll spend some more time with Judge McNally.
I have a violation here that alleges that you failed to attend your scheduled probation visit on August 18 of 25. That is count one. You understand the charge? Count two, that you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered. Do you understand the charge? Count three, that you failed to submit the monthly testing as ordered. On July 15th, that's count three, and again on August 12th, that's count four. Do you understand that? You plead guilty, or if you're found guilty, these would be four different technical violations. Your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 93 days. Do you understand that? And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing. Do you understand that? I gotta have you speak up. She's gotta pick up what you're saying. All right. You have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to give you one at public expense if you want. You want a lawyer. I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea for you. We're gonna give you a lawyer today. You'll go speak with the lawyer and then you will come back in front of me. Any questions? Okay. Good luck. We'll see you in a few minutes. People against John Rowland, John Joseph, I'm sorry, Boland rather, 25F 244 668 A and B, your name? John Boland. All right, Mr. Boland, you're charged with driving on a suspended and speeding. You have the right to a lawyer if you want. You want a lawyer? Yes. Okay. Go out in the hallway. We'll give you a lawyer. And you'll meet with the lawyer. The lawyer will meet with the prosecutor, and then we'll see you back in here. Okay? You're welcome. Shoemaker. Randy Lee Shoemaker, 24B 724-247. Name?
Randy Shoemaker, Your Honor.
You're charged with failure to provide proof of completing 120 hours of community service by August 1. That is the charge. This is moving violation causing death. If you plead guilty, you could be given 5 days of jail as a result of this. Do you understand that?
Yes,
And did you sign an advice of rights today?
yes,
Did you read it?
yes,
Understand it?
yes.
Plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to a lawyer. Be happy to provide you with one at public expense if you want one. Would you like a lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Not guilty plea. We'll set you up with a lawyer. Either way, you'll come back in front of me, okay?
Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, that's it.
Yes, sir, and we'll set you up. And we'll talk to the probation officer or whatnot. People against. Reimer Freight Lines, 25T 646-125.
Good morning, Your Honor, to you and your staff, Attorney Maxwell Dubin, plea number 86012. On behalf of Reiner Freight Lines, we're respectfully requesting a waiver of their appearance here today.
All right, you don't need to ask for that. That's fine. You're gonna plead to overweight. There's agreed upon fines and costs of $2,000, true?
That is correct, Your Honor. I do have authority to plead responsible on my client's behalf.
To that charge of overweight on their behalf, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible, Your Honor.
Plea is accepted. Fines cost $2,000, paid by October the 3rd, okay?
October the 3rd. Thank you. Great to see you and your staff, Your Honor. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
Have a good day, Mr. Dubin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lipchick, Austin Tyler Lipchick, 25R514271. Could I have seated up here, El Nammer? Mansour El Nammer? Your name, sir?
Austin Tyler Literature.
Mr. Lipchick, what do you do for a living?
I can start my own business. I currently got to on property managers.
You're looking good. The reason I asked, you show up with some respect. You got a tie in. Nice to see. Good to see.
I appreciate that.
You're gonna plead to impeding, right?
Yes, sir.
Responsible or not responsible to that?
Responsible.
All right, please accept it. Original charge dismissed to speeding. 160 is your total. Can you pay that?
Yes, sir.
You're all set. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mansur Hamid M. Rajay El Namr, 25R514256. Your name, sir? Listen, you gotta be careful. You can't operate a vehicle in text, okay? You're gonna plead to impeding, right?
Yeah.
Responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Please don't do that. 195, original charge dismissed. You're all set. Good luck. Thank you. Mr. Granati, we ready on Godfrey? People against Richard J. Godfrey. 25 F244515. Good morning, Mr. Granata. How are you?
Peter Bernardo, P78 with my name is
How you doing, Mr. Godfrey? Your name?
Richard Godfrey.
All right, so your client pled guilty to disorderly public intox.
Yes, sir.
The plea was to be taken under section 771.1 for 6 months. Have you had a chance to review the report with him?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Godfrey and I reviewed the pre-sentence report, and there are a few things that we would ask the court to consider. First, Mr. Godfrey has already joined up or started participating in AA. He will be attending weekly meetings, from here on out. He has been, he has abstained from alcohol since our initial hearing about a month ago. And he is on his way to sobriety. He's also consulted with actually he's gone on the internet and found some resources there to help him with his journey to sobriety. And I believe that he's well on his way there. We would ask the court to, in consideration of the fact that Mr. Godfrey has no past criminal history other than a OWI back in 2018, that the court will, and because of his indigency, he's not currently working, he's retired, he's on a fixed Social Security. That Social Security benefit has been reduced recently by a couple $100 a month. And we would ask the court to, at all consideration, to either waive or reduce the amount of fines and costs as a result of today's sentencing. But we would ask the court also to not follow the recommendation as far as community service. We believe that it's just not necessary as far as punishment for the infraction. And we would also ask the court to consider not following the recommendation as far as an intensive outpatient drug treatment program.
Is there anything you would like to say, sir?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Is there anything you would like to say?
I'll follow up with the AA. Like I was recommending 3 times a week. I also found a website that's has been very helpful.
How do I know you haven't been drinking?
Pardon?
How do I know that you haven't been drinking?
I have not had a drink since I've been here.
Okay, but how do I know that? Because I never had you test.
I swear to God. I've been going through withdrawals. I've had nausea, vomiting. Tremors are gone. I can barely walk. It's getting better. That website I found that said that my legs will get better again. I'm getting diarrhea.
Yeah, we don't need to get that specific. What?
I'm sorry to bring all that up,
Well,
but
that's fine. When are you eligible for Medicare? When do you turn 65?
October 1st.
You signed up for Medicare?
Yes, I have Medicaid right now, which I just
Okay.
a couple of months ago.
How about if he does outpatient treatment? I can live with that in AA twice a week. Any real strong objection to that? Look, I just don't want you to die. You didn't hurt anybody. You fell over. You're drinking too much. That's the only thing. I can cut down the testing for you. They recommend twice weekly, I believe. Yeah, weekly testing. I think that'll make you go broke, to be honest with you. I'm not going to do that, but I want to make sure you're not drinking.
I have not been, and I don't plan. This has been a wake-up call.
Well, that's good. I mean, it really.
A couple months ago, I went 40 days without a drink, and then, of course, I started drinking again.
Well,
When I fell down and then got the citation, I couldn't get back up. If I lay down on the floor here, I couldn't get back up. My knees were shot.
6 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal.
Not did drugs in 4 years.
Right. No alcohol, no illegal drugs, no marijuana, no kratom, no poppy seeds, no CBD oils. So kratom poppy seeds and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items with those substances will be deemed a violation. I want to have you submit to chemical testing PBTs and ETGs bi-weekly for 2 months. If you're clean, I'll make it monthly. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
So I'm not going to make you do this weekly. I don't want you to go broke. That doesn't mean you have a license to drink. You can't drink. 2 times I want you going to AA per each week, plus outpatient substance abuse treatment.
Where would that be at?
They're gonna explain to you. Probation will set you
Okay.
up. I'm gonna order one.
AA 3 times a week.
I want you, AA is great. It's a support, but you still need, listen to me. Sir, AA is great. It's a support group though. It's not treatment. I'm not gonna order intensive outpatient, which would be 3-4 times a week. I'm gonna order outpatient, which would be once a week. You do that. 1 day, community service. I'm gonna order you to complete that by October the 31. I'll go light on the fines for you. 50 fines, 50 costs, 75 victim's rights fee, $50 justice assessment. 2 1/4 probation fees are 120 for a total of 345 plus the screening fee. So your total here is 405. 405. You may be eligible for early discharge. Okay?
Yep.
So if you do everything in 3 months, I don't know that you can get through outpatient, but if you get in there right now, you can. You can apply for early discharge and I'll grant it as long as there's been no violation. Okay?
Do outpatient for 3 months?
You're gonna do outpatient as long as the treatment specialist thinks you should be an outpatient.
Okay.
This is intended to help you. This is not a penalty. Outpatient's not a penalty. AA is not a penalty. Do you have proof that you've been going to AA? Have you had a AA form signed every time?
No, he hasn't actually attended his first meeting. He's basically
Not
found.
even
a place
you
where he-
attended. I told you on August 7th to go 3 times a week. Maybe I misunderstood. Why aren't you going?
I've been barely able to walk. I have 3 places, 2 in Rockwood.
John,
One in-
give him another AA form. Listen to me. If you don't go to AA, you're gonna force me to do something that I don't want to do.
I'm going.
Did you hear what I said? You've ignored that order for a month. Sir,
Yes, sir.
did you hear what I said?
No.
You've ignored my order for a month. You can't ignore court orders or bad things happen.
I'm sorry.
You paying you this today?
Yes, Your Honor, all of it.
So he's got some money.
Right.
Okay, you pay that today, you'll meet with probation. Start going AA. Every time you go, you have to have the form signed. Every time you come and meet with probation, you have to bring that with you. If you don't have it, or the dog eats it, or it flies out the window, I'm gonna assume you did not go. Do we understand one another? All right. You gotta get your life in order here, okay? I just don't want anything to happen to you. Do what I'm telling you to do, and I think we can minimize it. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
So Barbara in the chat, quote, "This guy's an idiot." I can't disagree with you, Barbara. Everybody's got an excuse for stuff. I hate talking in absolutes. So many people have an excuse for everything, and so many people can't seem to just figure out ways to make things work. This is another one of those guys. Charles, thank you for becoming a channel member. It's great to have you here. Amongst many things, you get access to the pre-show now, and tomorrow is a great day to join us for the pre-show because unless something goes horribly wrong, which it shouldn't, Bo, another channel member, will be joining us for the pre-show tomorrow, where we will discuss the protection laws and how messed up that is in Australia. So join us. It's a half an hour before the live show, so 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. And let's go back to Judge.
Stands to my left. I do have an executed advice of rights that I'd like to provide to the court.
Okay.
Mr. Bemis has had sufficient opportunity to review those rights. He has no question to the court. At this time, is prepared for arraignment.
Mr. Bemis, your name?
Dylan Ryan Newman's.
All right, do you want me to formally arraign or does he stand mute?
Your Honor, we waive formal reading stand mute at this time.
I'm entering not guilty plea. He doesn't have any priors, does he?
Your Honor, this is his first ever criminal contact with the police. He has no priors of any kind. He has been sober since date of offense. He's gainfully employed. He lives locally. And he would test negative for all substances today.
What was the
Your Honor, we had an intoxilizer alleging a .128 and a .131.
give me a bond sheet, please, Tabitha. $1,000 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substances. I'm entering a not guilty plea. I'm signing your discovery order, Mr. Hall.
Thank you, Judge. I got the opportunity to speak with Mr. Pellin. He's not here in 4 weeks, which would be a normal docket date for him. So we are sort of in an extraordinary manner, asking for the docket day after that for Rockwood, which I believe is 6 weeks from today.
Okay. Lisa, what date do we have?
October 16th at 8:30.
So October 16th at 8:30 will be the next pretrial. And we'll go from there. Anything else, Mr. Hall?
Nothing further at all. Thank you so much, Your Honor. It's great to see you.
You too. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you. People against Thompson. Take care. Tricia Ray Thompson. Good morning, ma'am. 250-514-1088. Can I have Matthew Johnson and Sean Carpenter seated at the table up here? My right, your left. Ma'am, your name? All right, well, I figured we'd save you some time here. Your review's set for October 29th. I sentenced you. What date did I sentence her? I didn't date it for some reason. Looks like on May 15th, I think. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm, under penalties of perjury, that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
Yes.
All right. Since you were in front of me, have you been arrested? Any new charges?
Sir.
Any cases pending?
No, sir.
No contact with the police?
No, sir.
Congratulations to you. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss your case on motion of the prosecutor. We'll send you the discharge. You're off probation. I wish you well. Good luck. Thanks. Matthew James Johnson, 25F244454 A and B. How you doing, sir? Your name? You're going to plead the expired plate. They're going to dismiss the unregistered vehicle. You're also going to plead to no insurance. True?
Yes,
To the charge expired plate, responsible or not responsible?
responsible.
To the charge of no proof of insurance, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
I'll accept those pleas. I will dismiss the unregistered vehicle misdemeanor. You have a valid registration.
I have the title. I'm working on getting the registration.
So you don't have valid registration. You don't have valid insurance either, right?
No.
You got to get that. I mean, you get in an accident, it's your fault without insurance, they'll be chasing you around till you're an old man. 185 on the no proof, 130, 125 on the expired plate. Do you have all that to pay?
How much is that total?
310.
Yes, I do.
Okay, you're all set, or 320 rather, 320 rather. No, I was right the first time, 310.
One question for you. Where do I go for that?
You go right down the end of the hall, go out those doors all the way down the hall to your right to the cashier, okay?
Okay,
Best of luck. Get your stuff taken care of though.
I'm doing my best.
All right.
Thank you.
Sean Raymond Carpenter, 25F244645. Jacob Lesnow, have a seat at the table, my right, your left, sir. Your name? You're going to plead the 5 over and they're going to dismiss the expired license, true?
Yes, sir.
You were speeding? That's why you were pulled over? You were speeding? Pardon?
It does find your license.
I mean, it saves you a point. All right, that's what you want to do? To the charge of 5 over, responsible or not responsible? Please accept it. Expired license dismissed. 150 is your total, okay? You can pay that now?
Yeah.
Go ahead down the hall. You're all set. Good luck. Jacob Christopher Less now.
Well, the next contestant comes up. A subtle reminder to you, Austin, there is no apologizing in TCF. So don't apologize. What you said in the chat was fine. You're good.
This is the charge. You have 2 prior technical violations. This would be the third. You could get 15 days if you're convicted here or if you plead guilty here. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign an advice of rights and read it and understand it?
Yes, sir.
You plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give you one. Do you want a lawyer?
No.
You sure? I'm just asking.
Yes, sir.
All right, to the charge that you failed to submit the weekly testing as ordered on August 18 of 25, how do you plead? Call in, Emily, please. Did you fail to submit the testing on that day?
Yes, sir.
Anybody in this world force you to plead guilty?
No.
All right, I'm gonna accept your guilty plea. I find it to be an accurate plea made voluntarily and understandingly. Why didn't you?
What? The 18th, that was on Monday. I didn't have my phone during the morning on the 18th. I left it, so Sunday night, I left it in my girlfriend's car. It was an 8 call in the morning. Went to work. Right when I got home, she was at my apartment. I texted and emailed Miss Tessina like right away the situation. And I woke up the very next morning because I knew she was gonna email me back, said I could go test. I would have just like the very next morning. So I was unable to call in the morning and then after for work. That's all. And then I tested the very next morning.
Why didn't you call on your girlfriend's phone?
I didn't have my girlfriend's phone. She was at work. I left my phone in her car. She goes to work at 6:30, 6:45. I work 1 in the afternoon.
All right, have a seat. I'll be right with you. I'm accepting your plea though. Jacob Timothy Stump, 25F11627.
Good morning, Your Honor. To the record, House Counsel, Attorney Mike Baldwin, at 5417 on behalf of Mr. Stump. Third, can you just please state the legal name to the record?
Is Zachary Stump here?
No, but the mother is the biological mother. And I say that for 2 reasons. First of all, Judge, today's date time set for sentencing. We acknowledge receipt of pre-sentence investigation report. Under residency, the victim lives in Flat Rock. The defendant lives in Westland per the bond conditions. Therefore, this report needs to properly reflect that my client does not reside in Flat Rock. There are no additional deletions, corrections, errors. We're asking, it's stated 12 months probation, but this is a delayed sentence to 3 to 6 months. We're asking the court to adopt the recommendation as to provisions 1 through 5, asking for no assaultive contact with the victim, a minor child. The mother is here. Moreover, the mother has been intricately involved in the entire process from start to finish. This was a family matter. Words were said. The child jumped out the window, which is not uncommon in his bedroom. He went to the neighbor's house.
How old is Zachary?
He's 17 in October.
Why were you going out of control on him?
So
Because I know he didn't clean the bathroom. I read the report.
yes,
Okay, I get it. Well,
am I allowed to explain myself?
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
sibling rivalry, Judge, and my client is the older sibling and knew or should know better to make sure that he's not using disparaging words to frighten his younger brother.
What do you want to say?
Just in that morning, I walked in found his bedroom, talking to him, very nice, like 4 times, because he had asked me for the last week, or told me the last week he was gonna clean. And I was just asking him, are you gonna clean or not? And then he was like screaming at me, like, telling me this, that, of all these other mean words. And finally, I just had snapped. I just said, the words I had said. And there's a thing on the report that.
Did you say, were you banging on the door and stating you were going to kill him and beat his
I
ass?
said I was gonna kill him.
Did you say you were going to beat his ass?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
It was just as a brotherly thing, like, we were arguing as brothers. It was not.
I got a brother. We didn't threaten to beat up each other. Come on.
We never.
Brothers are going to have disagreements. Go ahead. I'm listening.
We just,
it was just us arguing. It was, like we weren't, I have 4 other brothers, it wasn't, we argued like that before. It's never been.
Well, maybe you ought to stop.
Yes, I'm gonna start going to therapy and taking care of my anger and, I did snap out, but there was no excuse for it. I'm doing well on my own. Like, I work out every day. I have my own company. I was doing great before working with my dad. Like, I've never done anything bad. Like, I don't have the criminal history. I'm not really having anger issues. I just really needed to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't argue with anybody. I'm well off, I guess,
Lisa, give me a review hearing date, 6 months, 6 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law. I'll take it under section 771.1 as set forth in the STIP form. Anger management, attend that with 4-week follow-up. No contact with Zachary Stump.
Yes,
You
sir.
cannot write, phone, see, text, email, or communicate with Mr. Zachary Stump or have anybody else do any of those things for you or on your behalf. You're not to possess firearms. You have any firearms, dangerous weapons?
No, sir.
All right, you're not to possess any. 1-day court work program, there's a $35 a day charge for that, so you have to pay $35. 1 day of community service, 8 hours. You can do that at any nonprofit organization. Your total 8 hours community service must be completed by October 31. Fines 100, costs 100, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. Screening fees 60 for 385. Probation fees are 120 for 505. You have court work program fees of 35 plus attorney fees of 40. Your total's 580. You pay that, you stay out of trouble.
Yes, sir.
You obtain and maintain employment. Again, no contact, no firearms, no dangerous weapons, anger management with 4-week follow-up.
Your Honor, I have one consideration. We do have the biological mother here. We're seeking no assaultive contact, especially as we're rounding into the holiday season. This is becoming.
I can't speak, she can't speak for Zach. He's 17. I want to hear from him.
Yes, Judge. So if we schedule.
Yeah, I don't have a problem.
A Zoom hearing and.
Yeah, he can file a handwritten motion, wish to have contact with my brother. And probation will notify, and if you have any problem with this,
yes,
you tell them, I want them to notify your brother. He could appear in person or by Zoom. We'll schedule it. And I'll be happy to modify the order so long as he agrees.
Yes, Judge.
I know he's 17, but yeah, I still.
You could be emancipated at that age, so.
No. Okay, Lisa, do you have a review date?
26th at 9 o'clock,
I'm sorry, you cut out. What, 26th of what month?
February.
2/26/26 at 9 o'clock will be your review hearing date, okay?
All right, thank you.
Do you understand everything?
Yes, sir.
Can he pay all of this today, counsel?
I get paid $200.
All right. So you pay 200 now. When can you pay the other 380?
Is there a way I could do like 100 a month or like 200 a month, one of the two?
I'm gonna ask for 100 a month, Judge. He's self-employed.
I work with my father on the side and.
Yeah.
My own little company.
$100 monthly, but all due by December 20th.
And he looks good in a suit and tie. I am very appreciative.
Well, that's nice to see somebody showing a little bit of respect, but that's just me. Have a good day. Good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, if it please the court, you're all set. Because he needs to go to probation. And,
Yes.
Okay.
And then go down the hall and pay the 200. Good luck to you. Jacob Lesnow. Jacob Christopher Lesnow. I'm going to go on to this one. I have Ms. Tessino here. Your name? Sir, your name?
Jacob Christopher.
He's telling me that he missed the test because he left his phone at his girlfriend's and he didn't have a phone to call, and then he realized it and he got a hold of you that day on the 18th. Is that true? And he tested the 19th?
He did. My kind of reasoning for the show cause, we've had a bumpy couple months with him that, I don't know, if for me, I probably would have just went to DNA.
What's going on with you?
No, I should have. Honestly, for now on, I mean, this is not gonna happen again, but for now on, if I can't call, I'm just gonna go test right away. That's But the other, the bump in the road is just me going out of town for work, which I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, remind me of that. What happened on that one?
He had emailed me to.
Yeah.
I didn't get back to him. He left anyway. His car.
Yeah.
They.
You gotta be more attentive here, young man.
Yes, sir. No, I completely understand. I applied right away as soon as I could. I tested the very next morning. I couldn't even call in the morning. I honestly did the best I could. I was not trying to make anything difficult. I emailed her right when I could. And I went the very next morning.
What do you think?
Like I said, it's hard, you know, I would like to believe him, but I just feel like we've had a lot of weird situations.
Yeah, I remember this now. I think you're trying to cheat.
No, you're on. I really, I'm not.
You didn't do what you were supposed to do before. You don't get to leave the state without permission.
Yes, yeah.
It's cost of 75, 1 day court work and pay 35 for that, total 110. You're getting yourself into some murky waters here. You have the 110?
Can I do? Yeah,
Just pay by September
Yeah.
18th. Can you do that?
yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
She'll set you up on the day on the court work program today. Best of luck to you. Thank you. People against Ron Sheena, 25R514-107A. Good morning, Mr. Sheena. Your name?
Ron Sheena.
All right. Raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear affirm the penalties of perjury, the testimony you've given these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
Yes, I do.
You were in here May 15th. The charge was furnishing alcohol to a minor. It was taken under 771.1 for 6 months. You've applied for early discharge. The file was sent to the prosecutor. It says you're compliant. Since you were in court on May 15th, have you been arrested for any reason?
No.
Any new charges?
No.
Any contact with the police?
None.
Prosecutor moves to dismiss. Congratulations to you. Case is dismissed. And we will send you the discharge, order of probation, dismissing the case and
Thank you very much.
discharging you. Good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank
People
you.
against Urso. Anthony Jordan Urso. Calling Mr. Baldwin. 25R 252-5580M. Stay right there if you would, please, until your lawyer comes in, okay?
Yeah, George needs him, yeah. Perfect. No, it's fine.
Good morning. I called Anthony Urso. Sir, your name.
Attorney Mike Baldwin, House Counsel, P 65417, on behalf of Mr. Oso.
Sir, your name.
Anthony Urso, Your Honor.
All right, sir.
Judge, today is the date and time set for sentencing. Just bear with me here while I pull up my report. We have gone over the pre-sentence investigation report. Judge, we announced that there are no deletions, corrections, errors, or omissions in this report, Judge. We're asking the court to adopt the recommendation. I believe this was taken under the deferral statute related to A and B. And he is gainfully employed as a laborer. He has no marked past criminal history. He's in good health. He's not on meds. So I'm asking the court to allow him an opportunity to show the court throughout the probationary period that he can satisfy these terms and conditions and be afforded the opportunity for dismissal.
Sure, I'm Michael Lannisberger here. Michael Lannisberger, either here.
Here.
Come on up here, sir. Yeah. John, go help him, will you, please?
All right.
You want us to stay here or sit down?
No, you're good. What's your name, sir?
Michael Thomas, Annisburg.
I'm glad you came. I'm gonna come back and ask you if you have anything to say here momentarily. Is there anything else that you would like to say, Mr. Ball?
Yes, this was a bond condition for my client not to have contact with this person. And I have reason to believe that my client would like an opportunity to apologize on the record in open court. He did not want to violate his bond condition by having contact with him. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I don't have a problem.
Go ahead and apologize. I would like to apologize to you, Michael, for what I did on the incident of the day.
What did you do?
I slapped you in the face. It wasn't right of me to do that, and I wasn't thinking clearly. I hope you forgive me.
Would you like to say anything, Mr. Ansberger?
Yeah, I think he's somewhat a little bit dangerous. There was absolutely no reason for this. And I probably would have let it go, but after he so-called slapped me, which was more like a punch because I've got black and blue marks of pictures that I can show you. And also I was watched for a possible brain bleed because I'm on blood thinners, okay? But he just took off, he jumped in the car, rolled the window up, threw my bag, I carried my stuff in, out and took off. You know, he would have come around, said, hey, I'm sorry, would have been a different story. This man has a pistol, okay? Legally, whatever. I just think he's a little bit dangerous. And flies off the handle. This is not the first time. He trashed my office once. He didn't like the work or what. I'm giving him, his two other brothers, jobs and all that. We have stuff still missing. Can't say it was stolen, but it's gone when I had it, when he was working. That's about it.
Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm a pretty easy guy to deal with. I was a probation officer for 20 years myself.
Where?
Livonia.
Judge McGann and Brzezinski?
Brzezinski.
Very good men. Very good, very, very, very good men. Very good judges.
Very well known in different facets of the legal system, so
Well, I'm glad you came. Is there anything else you want to say, Mr. Russo?
Ma'am, Your Honor, we're asking for HIDA. HIDA requires that the individual make an admission and that.
You already, the prosecutor already agreed, right?
I agree. The point that I'm trying to make is my client has some work to do to earn this HIDA. And that is what this court orders him to do. And I trust anger management or a component thereof will be a part of that HIDA process to further assist my client as a younger individual in how to handle his matters when he's socially interacting with other people.
I don't know how to put this delicately. I don't know if I'm capable sometimes of putting things delicately. He just struck a man in a wheelchair. That's so demeaning. So demeaning. It doesn't take much of a man to do that. I say it sometimes in here, and I don't care who thinks what about it. It would be an interesting scenario if anybody who's ever charged with domestic violence or aggravated assault or assault and battery went and picked on one of the MMA guys or somebody who's 6'4", 262 pounds that plays linebacker for a professional football team. And this just this agitates me because you took advantage of a situation. And if he was 6'4", 262 pounds, I doubt you would have slapped him, especially if he wasn't in a wheelchair. So you better take a good long look at where you're going. I appreciate the fact that you don't have a criminal history. I believe what he told me. He's expressed concerns, and I share those concerns. 12 months probation. I'll take it under HIDA. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. I'm going to order that you attend an anger management program with 8-week follow-up. You're to attend that, complete that. You're not to enter 32823 4th Street in Rockwood. You're not to have any contact with Michael Lansberger. Cannot write, phone, see, text, email, or communicate with him, or have anybody else do any of those things for you or on your behalf. You're not to possess any firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. If you have any firearms, he just said you did, you are to surrender them immediately and go talk to the prosecutor in Rockwood. He's here still, and the lieutenant, and tell them when you're going to surrender their firearms and how you're going to go about it. Do you understand that?
I already surrendered, when I was given the first court date.
Okay, where are they now?
They're in either Rockwood or Gibraltar.
Okay. All right. No firearms, no dangerous weapons, no contact. Don't go back to 32823 Fort in Rockwood. Anger management with 8-week follow-up, 3 days court work. There's a $35 a day charge for that for a total of $105. Fines are $100, costs are $125, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, $350. Screening fees $60 for $410. You have probation fees of $240 for $650, attorney fees of $40 for $690, plus you have court work program fees of $105. The total fines and costs are $795. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 93 days. You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. I'm going to give you a review hearing date. I expect you to stay on the straight and narrow. When I read he was in a wheelchair, I thought that was not good. It's not that I condone in any way assaults of any kind, but you start assaulting people in wheelchairs, it tells me a little bit. You got something going on up there we got to fix. Do we understand one another?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll take a review hearing date, Lisa, please.
August 27th at 9 o'clock.
August the 27th, 26 at 9 a.m. Do you have all this money to pay or do you need time?
I have $200 today.
There's no restitution, right, sir? Everything was covered?
Yes.
$200 now, and you make $500 a week. I'll let you pay $75 bi-weekly, and I'll start that beginning on September the 19th. If you need more time, no problem. You call the court, we'll go on Zoom on or before due date, or you can walk in here, and I'll be glad to talk to you on or before due date and give you an extension. Just don't ignore me. You're going to go down the hall. You're going to get your paper notice. You're going to go over to probation after you pay your $200 too. You're going to go over to probation, and then you are going to be instructed. Any questions?
No.
Thank you. Good luck. People against. Thank you, Mr. Ansberger.
Thank you.
Young men behaving badly. I'm so tired of it. I don't get it. I'd go off on a rant here, but I don't like hijacking this show. But I will hijack the pre-show at some point, but not tomorrow because we have a guest tomorrow. But we'll discuss this matter because it's getting ridiculous. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's go to Florida. Judge Anna Garcia, I believe, is doing, I think it's a violation of probation. Let's find out.
I have October 7th or November 4th as my next court dates that I could give you at 1:30 for follow-up.
Let's try 10/7 and see how that goes.
All right.
And that's at 1:30, you
Yep.
said, Your Honor?
10:30 at 1:30. Yeah, 10/7 at 1:30.
Got it. Got it. Okay, and that's all I have before Your Honor today.
Excellent. Thank
All right,
you.
thank
Always
you.
good to see you,
Appreciate it.
Mr. Caraway. We'll see you then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye-bye. So he's off y'all's list, right? Got it. All right, Mr. Owens, who you got?
Your Honor, I have State of Florida versus Winston Goodson. This is case 25 CF 160. He also has a VOP that's 23 CF 276.
Mr. Goodson, good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Goodson, are you able to hear and see us okay?
Yes, ma'am, perfectly.
Excellent. All right, listen carefully to Mr. Owens.
Yes, ma'am. Your Honor, at this time, on behalf of Mr. Goodson regarding the new law offense, he would withdraw his previously entered plea of not guilty, waive his right to a jury trial, and enter a plea of no contest to the lesser included offense of possession of paraphernalia. That's a first-degree misdemeanor. The sentence is that he be adjudicated guilty, 155 days in the county jail with credit for 155 days. That's a time served sentence. There would be court costs and fines reduced to a civil judgment against him. We would stipulate to a factual basis for the purpose of the plea. We'd also waive the reading of any court costs and fines. I'm not aware of any exculpatory DNA evidence. However, as the court is aware, we did have a motion to suppress filed, and I've spoken with Mr. Goodson about that, and he is willing to waive that, the dispositive ruling on that motion and the hearing. Mr. Goodson has no objections to doing this as a plea in absentia, and there is an agreement that he would forfeit any seized items, however, specifically would not forfeit an iPhone 16 that was taken as part of the arrest. And as to the VOP, he would admit to the violation, it'd be modified, he'd be adjudicated guilty. They'd be reinstated with all terms and conditions carried forward. The only modification really would be the 155 days jail credit that would go towards the term of probation. Essentially, the termination date would stay the same. There would be also the additional $500 court costs and fines.
All right. And is this the agreement with the state as to both the plea in absentia and the VOP?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. And let's see.
It is a guideline since that's the VOP, and the state is not aware of any exculpatory DNA as to the new law.
Okay, excellent. All right. Mr. Goodson, if you will, please raise your right hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Tell me your full name for the record.
Winston Corey Goodson.
Sir, did you hear what your attorney just said about resolving both your new law offense and your violation of probation?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than what he announced to get you to enter into this plea and admission?
No, ma'am.
Is anyone threatening you?
No, ma'am.
I have in front of me a 2-page plea form on the PIA. I'm going to show it to you. This is the first page. This is the second page. Did you sign that document right there on the second page?
I have.
All right. I'm also going to show you a 1-page admission form for the violation of probation. Did you sign that violation of probation admission form right there?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
All right. Did you have enough time to review both these documents before you signed them with your attorney?
I did, ma'am.
Have you had enough time to talk to Mr. Owens about your new law case and about your violation of probation?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Are you satisfied with his advice and counsel?
I am.
Do you understand that by entering into this plea and admission today, you are giving up your right to go to trials and evidentiary hearings where the state would have to prove that you did what they say you did?
I am.
Do you understand you're giving up your right to present any defenses that you may have, including a ruling on the suppression motion that was filed?
I am.
Do you understand you're giving up your right to present any to appeal anything except an illegal sentence by this court.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
I am.
All right. Mr. Goodson, I find that your plea and admission are knowingly and voluntarily entered into after the advice of counsel and that there's stipulated factual basis for both. I will now proceed to sentencing unless I hear otherwise from either the state or the defense. Mr. Goodson, in Jackson County case number 25 CF 160, I accept your plea of no contest to 1 first-degree misdemeanor count possession of paraphernalia. I adjudicate you to be guilty of the offense, sentence you to time served 155 days in county jail. I order you to pay court costs, fines, and fees in the amount of $380.50. $380.50, and that will be reduced to a civil judgment. I also order you to forfeit all items seized except for the iPhone 16 that was taken into evidence, and that is the sentence on the new law. On the VOP, I accept your admission in Jackson County case number 23 CF 276. I'm going to modify the terms of your supervision. I adjudicate you to be guilty of the underlying offenses, sentence you to serve 155 days in jail, give you credit for 155 days in jail you've already served. All of your prior incomplete conditions of your supervision that I have not modified today are reimposed. I order you to pay an additional $500 court costs, fines, and fees. So, Mr. Goodson, please listen carefully to our state probation officer. She's going to give you some instructions about, if this is the only reason you're in jail, about what to do when to report to probation once you're released.
Mr. Goodson,
Yes.
when you're released today, just report directly to the office and speak to Officer Alves.
Alves?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Officer Alves.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Goodson, do you have any questions for me about the sentence that I have just imposed?
No, ma'am.
Is there anything further from either the state or the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Goodson, thank you. Good luck to you. I am required to tell you that if you wish to appeal this court's judgment and sentence, you have 30 days within which to do so. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you for that purpose, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
You also.
Hey, Wade, how's your trial case looking?
My trial dates or
Your trial case? Let
what
me
do I
see.
have on the trial docket?
I'll tell you. I thought you had one. Give me 1 second.
I usually do.
It's older. You usually do. Travis Hope. No, wait, that's Marcus. Hold on. Oh, you don't. You don't, Wade.
I was getting real worried if I had Travis Hope.
Wade, you don't have
Throw
one.
one
I thought Travis was yours, but then I just saw it was
We'll
Marcus.
conjure one up.
You want to conjure one up?
Yeah.
We might have some time.
I did.
Two suppressions that we need to.
Yeah,
schedule, so-
later
We
this
could schedule it that
afternoon,
week.
I had two, and I asked for those to be continued. One I've already filed the motion on, but it wasn't until Friday. So as soon as the court and the state, we can have a hearing on that. But I still have to file the other. So I asked for right now, both of those be continued to the pretrial date later this month.
Well, guys, we could possibly consider, well, the suppressions, unless you're going to say, I agree, that cannot be set for the pretrial date. But
Right,
the
right.
people
Yeah.
can get set
No.
for the
Yeah, yeah.
pretrial date. But what we can do is maybe take some time during that trial week. If any updates on an open plea on Upshaw? Shayla, the trafficking? No updates? Okay, so Upshaw may be going for a day and a half.
Okay.
We have an evidentiary that needs half a day. And so we just kind of need to see how that plays out.
That sounds good.
But we might have some time for a half a day suppression. Do you need more than that?
I think it'll be pretty quick, actually, on
Yeah,
how.
Oh.
the one that I filed, I think.
Wade, for real?
Pretty quick. I think it's.
That is
I
true. I
did-
should have taken that into consideration.
Well, on the motions. I
Wade is
usually-
very thorough.
I spend all the
Yes,
time
yes.
just putting it in writing. So then they,
I hate when she does that. All right. Feed cut. Let's go back to McNally.
I don't think so.
We may not have gotten to that juncture 1,000 pardons. Where, I thought he wrote it up, he did. A couple of weeks ago.
Hang on a
Judge may have the file, I'll take care of it, and make sure that everything's neat and tidy and ready to go. Once he's had the seat, and that might have been my mistake. I'll make sure it's fixed.
That's okay, no problem. Myron, I am so sorry. Patrick Myron, Kim, okay? 25R514258. I'm sorry. Murder in your name there, sir. How you doing? Your name? Okay, so listen. Get the car out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, I will adjourn at 4 weeks. Lisa, give me a date like 4 weeks out.
Not here in 4 weeks, so I can go 2 or 6.
I'll go 6, that's fine.
Okay, October 16th at 8:30.
October 16th at 8:30. Get the car out of there earlier, okay? If you can, please, will you do that? Then they'll dismiss, I'm sure. It'll be, good luck. Kelly Ann Ferguson.
So a little behind the scenes for you, Judge Garcia just cut her feed there, but we were a little bit in the Wayback Machine. But she's one that's pretty quick with the trigger finger. So I'd been recording her in the background. So I have the majority of that feed, and we'll scrub it for content later on and see if we can post some videos from it. And hi, Ashley, welcome.
Keep your voice up. I arraigned you on this probation violation on August 28th, and I see I adjourned it until September 4th this morning. And then on the other one, I just entered a not guilty plea, and I adjourned this one until September the 4th at 9. Did I give you a lawyer before?
Yes,
Who was your lawyer?
just walked out.
Mr. Baldwin?
Yeah.
Have you talked to him today?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wouldn't have called it if I'd have known that. Have a seat right there behind you at the table there. John Joseph Boland, file number 25F244668,
I think that one is,
A and B. Who's this, Mr. Baldwin's again?
and then these two, Judge, they're good. You can do those.
I'm sorry. We went back there now. Just have a seat. As soon as he comes in, I'll take care of these, okay? Did I have this one yet?
No, he's done.
George Ivan Gerganis. 3R715128. Your name, sir.
George, I think again, sir.
You're charged with failure to complete the domestic violence program with 26-week follow-up. Placed you on probation on September 17 of 24. You understand that charge?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, if you're found guilty, you could have your probation, let me see, I could give you 5 days on that. There's only one violation. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here this morning?
Yes, I do.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand me? Now, you have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to give you one now at public expense if you want one.
No, I'm fine. Thank you, sir.
You waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
To the charge that you failed to complete the domestic violence program with 26-week follow-up, how do you plead?
Plead guilty.
Call in Emily, please. Were you ordered to, and did you fail to complete the domestic violence program with 26-week follow-up?
Yes, sir.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'm gonna accept your plea. I find it to be an accurate plea made voluntarily and understandingly. That plea is accepted. You can have a seat. We'll call her over and we'll take care of this, okay? John Joseph Boland, 25F244666. I'm sorry, 668 A and B.
Mike Baldwin, House Counsel for this guy.
Your name, sir?
Baldwin,
Does he stand mute, wait formal reading?
on the arraignment, yes, Judge, thank you very.
And now he's going to plead to no ops and speeding 5 over. They're going to dismiss the suspend, correct?
Yes.
If you do that, possible penalties, sir, are up to 100 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. And then 1 point will be added to your traffic record if you're convicted of the speeding, if you plead to that. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The no ops is 0 points. You understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
To the charge, no valid operator's license on person, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the charge of 5 over, how do you plead to that charge? Responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on West Huron River Drive near James and Flat Rock, August 19 of 25?
Yes, sir.
Did you have a valid license on your person? Are you on probation or parole? Anybody force you to plead guilty? Plea is accepted and to the charge of 5 over, how do you plead, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
I'll accept that plea, accept the plea to no ops, dismiss the suspend. Counsel, he's still suspended. Why is he suspended
Yeah.
here?
Thank you, Judge. He's got paperwork in his hand. I quickly reviewed it. Historically, going back, he got a ticket from an officer years ago regarding a medical condition. He was subsequently evaluated by a mental health expert and found that the medical condition did not exist. He was secured his license again, and then fast forward, he probably picked up a ticket, didn't take care of it, and that's where we're here now. But he does have paperwork in his hands regarding his ability to secure his driving privileges.
Anything you would like to say, sir? 155 on the speeding. On the no ops, 100 fines, 80 costs, 75 victim's rights fee, $50. Justice assessment, 305 or 60 days. So you owe the court 460. Can you pay that today?
How much, Your Honor?
460.
450? No, I can't pay.
How much can you pay today? Where do you work at?
I'm a social security disability.
All right, you pay $100 now on the speeding. You get a check this month still?
No. Check just came.
You pay the balance on the speeding, which will be $55 by October the 4th. You pay $100 by October the 4th on the no ops. 2. And then 100 per month until paid in full, beginning November the 4th. So you're gonna pay $100 today, and then you're gonna pay 55 plus 100 on the no ops for 155 on the 4th of October or before, and then you have to pay $100 on November 4th, December 4th. I think you'll have a balance of $5, and then you can pay that if you want January 4th, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Best of luck to you. I want to quickly take Mr. Gerganis, George Ivan Gerganis, 23R715-1280. Waived his right to a lawyer. He pled guilty. Excuse me. Your name?
Casino.
Name.
George Gerganis.
Still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
What do you think's going on here?
It's not really his fault. The reason I issued this is he's out of time, the 17th. He had got new employment, it conflicted with the classes. PRS has been working with him, but it's kind of on a challenge. He does, as of today, he has 21 of the 26 done. I just think one of his small extension to finish it.
This was taken under 769, Lisa. I'm gonna need another date. Anything you want to say in 2 months? Anything you want to say?
No, sir.
Probation's extended for a period of 2 months until November 17 of 25. That results in additional probation fees of 40, pay costs of 50. So your total's $95. I will give you a new review hearing date. You complete the program. We should be able to do this the end of October, Lisa.
November 1st.
November 1st of 25 at 8:30 in the
Oh, wait.
morning.
I'm sorry, Judge. I looked at the calendar wrong. November 4th.
November
o'clock.
4th at 8:30 will be your review hearing, okay?
Yes, sir.
Can you pay the $90 today or not?
Yeah, it's going to have to be around 3 o'clock.
Just pay by tomorrow. Pay by tomorrow, September 5th, okay?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank
Get that all taken care of. Where did Mr. Baldwin go? I want to make sure. What's your name again, sir?
Josh Boucher.
What happened in that file? Oh, he still has it. Marvin Thompson. Marvin Robert Thompson II. 25M706027. Is he here, Lisa?
And Zoom.
Okay.
I brought him in. It's just taken a minute.
All right. Mr. Thompson, you can unmute, start your video, and tell me your name, please. Okay, now tell me your name. There you go. Your name?
Okay. Marvin Thompson.
All right, wait a minute. We're not getting a very good connection. Where are you?
I'm home right now.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I'm home right now.
Should you understand me, son?
You hear me?
I'm home right at the house.
You're home now? Okay, just stay right there. You're going in and out. Just stay right there. You have a probation violation. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
You have a charge that alleges you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered, balance $100. And also that you failed to provide proof of completing 30 hours of community service by July 1 of 25. If you plead guilty, or if you're found guilty, that would be 2 technical violations. You could get 10 days. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand, sir. But I got in an accident.
Hang on.
So
Hang on.
okay.
Wait, please. This is going to be hard enough. I can tell. You're going in and out. I need you seated somewhere with a light on so I can see your face. And I need there. And now have a seat somewhere where we can get a good connection. There you go. That's much better. All right. Now, just stay right there. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. So those are the 2 charges. You have the right to a hearing. You're presumed innocent. They have to prove that you're guilty by a preponderance of the evidence. You have the right to bring in your own witnesses. You have the right to testify or remain silent. If you remain silent, that silence would not be held against you. Plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing of any kind. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now you have the right to a lawyer. If you want a lawyer, I'll give you a lawyer at public expense. Would you like a lawyer?
I don't know. But I got my reason why I didn't finish.
Here's how it's going to work. When you tell me if you want a lawyer or not, I'm going to give you a lawyer if you want one. If you tell me, Judge, I waive my right to a lawyer, I'm going to ask you how you plead. This isn't going to be a conversation. And then I'm going to ask you if you plead guilty, whether or not you're guilty, and I'll establish that you are guilty if that's how you choose to proceed. If you plead not guilty, I'm going to get the probation officer in here and we're going to have a hearing. Do you understand that?
Well, okay, I don't want no lawyer. And I plead not guilty.
I can't hear you. Listen, I don't want to make you come here from Listen, I don't want to make you come here from North Carolina. I don't know what device you're on, but I'm not getting a good feed here, okay? So
Yes.
Just stay. Are you on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Do you want a lawyer?
No, sir.
I'm going to ask you now how you plead. To the charge that you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered of $100 with a $100 balance, how do you plead?
Not guilty to that because I got a reason why I didn't finish that.
Hang on.
Good reason too.
Hang on. That's part of an explanation. Okay?
Well,
I'll get probation over here. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you. We're just going to have a hearing. That's what I'm going to do, okay? We'll just have a hearing as to whether or not you paid your $100 when you were supposed to. I need Beth in here. And whether or not you completed your community service and provided proof. So stay where you're at. Mute yourself. Try to get yourself in a good location. We'll have a hearing then, okay?
Okay.
Joshua Edward Schaefer. 215-235-3218.
Again, for the record, Your Honor, House Counsel Attorney Mike Baldwin, he certified Baldwin said on behalf of Mr.
Your name, sir?
Josh.
He's going to plead to no ops. They're going to dismiss the suspend. True?
Correct.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty here, the possible penalties are up to 100 fines, 90 days jail. Costs are all those. Do you understand that? Did you sign an advice of rights and read and understand the rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand?
Yes,
All right, you understand everything.
yes.
To the charge, no valid operator license on your person. How do you plead?
Guilty.
On the 24th of March of 21, were you in the city of Flat Rock County of Wheeling operating a motor vehicle on Telegraph near Wheeling at roughly 3:37 PM?
Yes.
Do you have a valid license with you on your person?
No, sir.
Are you on probation or parole? Were you on probation on March 24 of 21? Anybody force you to plead guilty or promise you anything to induce you to plead guilty?
That's
Plea is accepted, the no ops, the suspends dismissed. I'm ready for sentence. Anything you'd like to say? Where's he been?
Yeah, and that's exactly where I was going. So in my notes, Judge, about early.
He lives on West Jefferson in Brownstown. right?
I'm gonna explain. About early 2022, he went into jail, county,
I'm sorry, what?
county jail.
When was that though?
Sometime in early 22. He picked up another offense while in the facility, which put him on a discharge of January 25. He walks into.
Of what year? 23 or 22?
25, January 25, he comes out, so he did 3.
He did 3 years?
There was some, hold on, that's okay. We're recording, so we have to make sure we don't talk over each other. Judge, he did 3 years county time because he had an offense while in the facility.
What was he locked up for 3 years for?
I went in for driving on suspended and they gave me 6 months, no fines, no costs, no probation, no nothing. And while I was in there, I got into a fight and 2 guards got hurt and I got charged for that.
So he came out in January of 25, he's turned himself in to take.
You got in a fight with corrections officers?
No, sir.
They just got hurt, they were.
Yeah, it was, I got into a fight with another inmate and the officers got hurt. One dislocated their shoulder and the other one busted their head on a bed.
So that's where he's been. But Judge, he did walk in.
In August. Why didn't he walk in January? Why didn't you walk in January?
I honestly thought this was taken care of. It's been a long time and I swear to you, sir,
With your,
I could have swore it was taken care of. Due jail time, I thought it was due jail time. It was taken care of. Like a concurrent.
how could he have been, what month did you go in what year?
I'm not exactly sure the month, sir.
Here's early 22, Judge.
Lives on West Jefferson?
No, I moved to maybe Michigan.
Do you work?
Yes, sir, backyard products. In Monroe. Oh, machine operator.
What else? Anything else?
Judge, you know, as we get older, we change. He realized that he had to take care of this. He's here. He's ready to take responsibility. I will note, Judge, I did see a 2025 police report, so I think that he may have another DWLS coming down the pipe.
So you got 6 months on a driving suspended?
They offered me to do certain time on it.
Hang on a second. Let's slow down. Where were you that caused you to get 6 months on a driving suspended?
Monroe.
So on a drive while, was it drive while suspended or a drive while revoked?
You actually helped me break that cycle by lifting the suspension I had on my license.
For the insurance, right?
Oh, geez. He's got a GB.
Well, one was pled down to a misdemeanor, Judge.
I know, but the offense date was July 13 of 23. I thought he was in custody in 23.
I think that was the offense while he was in custody is when it happened. So he was a ward of the state when that, or the county when that happened.
He just told me he got 6 months out of Monroe, right?
That was the original charge.
I get it.
And then while I was in there, it was like.
Well, I got an offense date for. Pull him up, please. I don't see him. It's, you gotta put in his first name. It's Joshua. Look at number 4 and look at number 4. This was out of Brownstown. You were charged with assault. Can you go down? Down a little more. It was a domestic violence from July of 23.
Okay.
Where were you then? It's out of Brownstown. You couldn't have been in
I
the.
went to Wayne County, Brownstown took me to Wayne County, I did.
Listen to what I'm telling. You were out of custody in July of 23. True or false?
True.
I thought you just told me, you guys just told me he's in custody for 3 years.
Yeah, his story's not adding up. 22 to 25, that's why.
This was prior, you said 21, the charge is in 21. You asked where I've been lately, that's where I was at lately.
The ticket was in 21.
Yes,
This ticket was in 21.
yes.
And my inquiry is as to why he didn't show up on this case, like people that tell me that he's been in custody, he was in custody until January of this year. He was in custody for 3 years. This offense out of Brownstown happened in July of 23. If you were in custody for 3 years until January in 25, I promise you were in custody in July of 23.
Right.
That was only 18 months before you were released from the Monroe County.
Sir, the ticket was in 2021. After that, I went to jail when I got that ticket. That's what I was trying to explain to you.
What he's saying, what the judge is saying is, where have you been that you didn't take care of the file?
Well, I was in jail, and then now that I got on, I've been working. I'm trying to take care of it now. That's
Judge, he wasn't in jail in 23, obvious.
You weren't.
I was absolutely in jail in 23.
Well,
I went to Brownstown, took me to Wayne.
Hang on one second. Lisa, am I missing something? Can you tell me the offense date on that? I see it was arraigned on assault with intent to do great bodily harm in July of 23. Judge Hessen arraigned him
Still on probation.
to the Wayne County Circuit Court, right?
Yes, sir.
When did that offense happen?
And 23, July.
Well, then you couldn't have been in custody in 23. It happened in Brownstown is all I'm saying to you.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that. I was absolutely incarcerated. I went from the jail in Detroit to Monroe.
Judge, there's no valid reason why he didn't.
All right,
So
let's let it go.
you weren't in jail in 20. You weren't in jail from 22 to 25 because you were out in 23.
That is absolutely incorrect. I've been incarcerated.
Don't start hang on. Don't start pointing your
How can you tell me I'm lying right
Hang on a second.
Sorry, I apologize.
Don't start pointing your finger at me. I'm trying to get.
No, I was putting in the page, sorry.
We're just have a casual discussion and hold your position.
Can you
seeing something that doesn't add up? That's all.
Okay.
Can you tell me what the offense date was on that GB? It's a 23 case. You couldn't have been in custody. It was a 23 case out of Brownstown.
I swear to you, sir, I'll give you my probation officer's number. You can call her right now, sir. I was absolutely incarcerated.
Unless that was one of those that happened 2 years earlier. Can you make heads or tails out of that, Lisa?
The way my probation.
Hang on one second.
Hold on, sir.
Are you talking about the felony charge?
Yeah, 23B 715135. I'm trying to
Yeah.
find the.
It's showing an offense date of July 13th of 23.
Right. So if there was an offense date of July 13 of 23 out of Brownstown, You couldn't have been in the Monroe County Jail.
I went to Brownstown, and then from Brownstown, I went to Monroe because I had a warrant out of Monroe for the driving unsuspended. They offered me 6 months,
Okay.
and within that 6 months, I got in trouble. They got into a fight and hurt the officers. Well, the officers got hurt. I did not hurt them.
I believe you, but you
Is it possible that?
you acknowledge that you weren't in custody at the time of this case out of Brownstown that allegedly happened on July 13 of 23, for which you're on probation now. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were telling me that you were in custody for 3 years until January of 25. Now, I don't have to be that good at math. If you were in custody for 3 years and got out in January 25, that means sometime around early 22, you were in custody from there until January 25. That's all I'm saying. I'm not arguing with you.
Right, is it possible it was 23 to 20?
I've heard enough. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Got it.
Anything else?
No, Judge.
Anything else?
Fines and costs. It's an old case. I explained to him this needs to be cleaned up.
If he was in custody for 3 years, I was going to give him credit for time served. That's why I was belaboring the point. Anything else?
No, sir.
100 fines, 120 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 40 in attorney fees, 385 or 90 days. Can you pay that today?
I have half right now, and my wife can go get a loan from my in-law.
Yeah, I don't need you to get a loan. You pay 190 now, and I'm just going to give you until September 26th to pay this. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
If you don't have the money, you can either call the court, go on Zoom with me on or before the due date, or you can come in here and talk to me on or before the due date, okay?
We apologize to the.
It's all right. Forget it. Forget it. Good luck. Marvin Robert Harris Thompson, Marvin Robert Thompson, the second, 25M 706-027. All right, Ms. Wild, your name? Can you hear me, Mr. Thompson? You have to unmute yourself, sir. There you go. Now your name again?
Marvin Thompson.
All right, so I've got the probation officer in here. I'm going to swear her in. She's going to testify, and then you can ask her questions. And if you don't want to ask her questions and want to testify, I'm going to swear you in. You don't have to testify. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand everything I've said?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Wilds, raise your right hand. Solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God. All right, go ahead.
Show cause arraignment, dated August 25th, 2025, 2 allegations, that the defendant failed to pay fines and costs as ordered. His balance, which I did check just prior to entering the courtroom, is still at $100. The court ordered Mr. Thompson to pay $140 at the time of sentencing, which was April 22 of 25. And then the balance at the rate of $100 per week beginning May 2nd of 2025. Just based on that calendar of payments, that balance should be zero prior to today.
All right. What about the community service?
In regards to community service, again, the court ordered on April 22 for Mr. Thompson to complete 30 hours of community service by July 1 of 25. As of his visit, which was scheduled for July 7th, 2025, 0 hours of community service have been provided.
Do you have any questions of her, sir?
Like I said, I got a reason why all that is not done.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Hang on. There's a process here, and the first process is, do you have any questions for her?
No.
Do you wish to testify, or do you wish to remain silent? If you wish to testify, I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. I'm going to swear you to an oath.
Well, I testify.
Raise your right hand, then. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me what you have to say.
Okay. First of all, I was paying the money. I got bills. I got kids. I got 5 kids. I'm paying helping my sister's house. And other than that, I've been in a truck car wreck. That's why it's not paid today. Look at my arm. I mean, y'all don't know that, but I
Slow down.
Oh my.
Slow down. We're not picking you up. We're not picking you up now, okay? You got in a car wreck, you showed your
Okay.
arm, you got kids. All right. What about the community service?
I started the community service, but I didn't finish. Only way I didn't finish and paying the fine because my arm. I went after I got locked up from y'all. I went back on the road, and about 2 months ago, I got in a truck accident in Idaho. So I almost broke my arm. I've been
Well,
home.
that didn't happen until July, though. You were supposed to have it all done
No.
by July 1, weren't you?
Yeah, I know.
So you didn't do it timely, right? You agree with that? I mean, you want to quarrel about this. It's
No, I
okay.
didn't do it in time. Yeah, you're right. I didn't do it in time.
All right.
I was on the road and I was paying for the truck payment. I had a truck payment. I wasn't
All
like
right.
no company driver. I was working
Listen.
on the road at that time.
Just relax.
Okay.
I told you when I sentenced you, if you didn't have the money to call the court, we'd go on Zoom. I'm going to find you guilty as to failure to pay fines and costs because you didn't pay them as you were supposed to. And I'm going to find you guilty of failure to complete your community service. Now, we're going to resolve it.
Oh.
Sir?
Go ahead.
I don't know what you want me to do. You didn't have your accident. I gave you all kinds of time. I gave you 11 or 12
but
weeks.
that time I was working on the road and I like it's hard for me to come home. When you were working on the road as a truck driver, they give you like 4 days home every month or something like that. And then
Slow
I
down.
was a
Slow
lease
down.
driver.
Slow down.
I was a lease driver, so that
Slow
meant I had to
down.
make the truck payment.
Slow down.
Okay.
I ordered it April 22nd.
Yeah.
You still don't have any done, and it's September.
I do got-
Listen to me.
Go ahead.
I'll give you some more time. I don't have
Okay.
a problem with it. But
Okay.
you gotta get on this, okay?
Yeah, I got on it. I mean, I done got on it. I can give you the people number and all that. I done started my community service. I just ain't been back since I got in the grid. I almost broke my arm. My whole semi truck flipped over.
Sir, I'm gonna give you extra time, but the fact remains you didn't do it when you were supposed to. You
Yeah.
got your accident after the due date, and we didn't get anything. I'm not arguing with you, but you seem combative, and it's nobody's fault but your own.
Yeah, it's
How
my
much-
fault. It's my
How
fault.
How much time you need to do your community service?
I should have everything done before this month out.
Before this month is over?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You pay additional costs of $60. I'm keeping you on probation. Community service due by October 16th. So I'm giving you better than that. I'm not going to order any other community service. You pay your costs of $60 by October 16th, and you get your 30 hours of community service done by October 16th. Okay, fair enough?
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. Nobody's here to argue with you. Good luck. Thank you.
Maybe it's just me, and maybe this is the old man talking, but something almost happening, I just don't feel like that's a valid excuse. You almost broke your arm, but you didn't. I'm just saying. Maybe it's just me. I hope you guys had fun today. I did, but it is time, I'm afraid, to say goodbye. But we do have a busy 24 hours coming up here on TCF. Tonight we have Sidebar, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, where I'll be joined by Ashley and Michael and hopefully Bailey, since we haven't heard from him yet today. But if not, the three of us will hold down the fort, and I think we have a good discussion to be had there. And tomorrow morning on the pre-show, Bo from Australia, one of our channel members, is going to join us. So be sure to tune in for the pre-show. You have to be a member to do that, though. If you're not a member, please become one. $2.99 a month. Not a lot of money, but you get a lot of extras, and one of the big ones is access to the pre-show where we have a lot of fun. So do check that out. But other than those things, we'll be back again tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific for the normal show. It's Friday, which means we'll probably have some Dungeon Court towards the end, too. So that's always fun. Go have yourselves a good Thursday, and hope to see you on Sidebar or the pre-show or tomorrow's show. In the meantime, take care. God bless.